Hey, Jagger here. What's up? First to arrive. Wacko, what's up? Doing good. Good to hear. Sounds good. Hey, thanks. I was just going to ask that. Awesome. I'm a hair behind.
Hi, welcome back to Gamescape
But
3D.
we're good.
Today we're going to do a speed paint of one of our little peasant houses to show how easy it
What's up,
is
Rob?
to paint. Here's the peasant house I have to paint today. It has been primered black.
Touch.
So
What's going on?
So I got about 3 minutes into it so far. We got the
Rob,
base,
I converted. If you didn't see, I converted the game on
components.
page to D&D.
I have,
So we're good.
Flat boards here for the loft.
We'll have sign up. We'll have plenty of sign-ups because I know I can fill it with Tom and some other people that are going to be there.
Bitty window parts there.
Yeah, so we're good. Yep.
And then I have
My son is now
for the
coming
flue
Friday
up
night
on
and
the
Saturday,
roof,
so
and
he's
this could be
playing.
resin
I
printed
already
or
signed him up
DM
for it,
printed.
which is cool.
And then lastly, we have a little ragtag door to put on the front.
Waiting on Anna here.
All right. In terms of prepping the models, sometimes these little holes where the filament's supposed to run through can get clogged up on your resin doors. Sometimes the resin will just settle in there and it's washing out and kind of hardening.
Hey, Greg.
Sometimes with these doors, it might just be a little off.
A year in review.
You might need to clean it out. If you do, you can use a drill bit. 5/64 is the size you need to clean out those holes. So if I have a door there,
hello.
I might just...
Hello.
How's your weekend been?
Okay. Yep.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear.
That's kind of the in-between weekends, so to speak, between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, it kind of screws us too for Legends and Lore because you can't do the day before because that's New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard. And Thursdays after I have a game, so it's kind of tough on L&L.
It's okay. We're doing like 50 weeks a year anyway, so
yeah,
it's okay.
I have those lists all ready to go too.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
yep.
I think there's 50 to 51 L&Ls, and there's 50. Hey, Kurt, there's at least 53, I think.
Yeah, I think we usually manage to do about 50 a year. So yeah.
I'm going to use a pretty good sized brush. I don't care about getting brown everywhere for this first part. In fact, it's preferred.
It's crazy.
So there's my brown again. Kind of on the lighter side of
my tone. That's done.
Now I don't want to use so much
Greg Rage, hello.
Brown that I'm filling in the details, of course. And if some of the black primer
start up
comes
the
through,
giveaway
that's
now.
all
We're going to do
better.
at least 2 New World of Greyhawk Gazetteers.
Waste your
How's
time
that sound?
creating an
Yeah.
even
So,
coat
hey,
on
Taryn,
this.
good to see you.
Do we have any guests today?
No, just everyone's busy. So
okay.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk.
I thought we were going to have a whole bunch of guests.
Yeah, no guests. I know it says
Yeah, it says me guest, so I'm a guest. You're
absolutely.
That is.
I know
This is
it's
good.
one of those where we had Ed last week, so
yeah, we can't top that. So but
yeah, we got a lot of stuff stacked up, a lot of pictures,
yeah.
a lot of memories. Oh, Naz just resubbed 73 months, crazy. Over the 6-year mark. Let me do this here. Set the giveaway up, and boom. All right, that should be good. Our box. Whoops. Let me go to recent events now. We should be good here. Let me
special
see.
care taken.
I'm talking to myself, everyone. Sorry.
To keep the wood color off of the plaster parts, or to apply this wood color to the
exactly. And this is a reminiscing one, man. Going to go over everything, most of the stuff that happened this year that I can remember and document, or so.
A little bit.
Yep.
Paint job.
Okay.
And I might do it both ways. Sometimes I might saturate it a little bit, and sometimes I might just kind of hit the tops and move
Gargamon,
around.
thanks for the raid.
Variation is really the key. You want to paint
I'll shout you out in a second.
differently all over the place, okay? So you want to avoid painting the same way.
Get you in a second.
The key is really different amounts of pigment in different areas. And that'll
Awesome.
kind of create a little bit of your shimmer.
Fun night tonight.
In the end. Okay.
More than likely, this is the last stream of 2024. I don't think I'm going to have anything tomorrow night. I'm definitely going to have anything on New Year's Eve. So this is definitely the last stream of 2024, unless I some reason I have something tomorrow night, which is highly doubtful. So
we are done with our first part here. Okay, we're going to let that dry.
All right.
We're going to go over to the roof now. When we come back.
Just talking to myself, everyone, like I normally do.
I could do the ground right now.
All right, we've seen enough of Jeremy here. Don't get. Let me know if this hurts your eyes. The new spinning 45 symbol.
It's cool though.
Yeah, changed it up for this year. Awesome. I'm trying something. Yes, I'm trying to hypnotize you. I got a new one for the on the other screen too, as it comes in, to highlight the 45. I know Thursday night Josh Pop busted my stones at the very end of the game Thursday night and said, "Oh yeah, their guy's got 47 now," and I was like, "Shut that, Josh! Stop making stuff up." Yeah, he can't, just a bust. So
now you have to figure out what you're going to do in 5 years when it's a big.
Oh, I know, 50's big.
Yeah.
50 will be big, but I got to get through this year. With what? I got one surgery down, 2 to go. So, you know, here I got to change the thing up top's logo. I got to set that up. Hold on. I knew I made a mistake there. Hold on 1 second. I got to add that in. I moved the file. There we go. All right. See, I got the 45 like coming towards you. What's going on, everyone? So wacko, yes and no. So most of it, but I have 2 sponsors. Gamescape 3D, and the printing goes ever on. And Gamescape 3D does send us a lot of 3D prints, so we cut down on time. But a lot of it's is printed. But Miniature Building Authority is not in print; it's resin cast. Reaper Miniatures, another one of our sponsors, is it's not resin. So there's a lot goes into, but yeah, a majority of our stuff. What's up, Tino? Yeah, is 3D printed, terrain especially, but not buildings necessarily. But more and more of it's 3D printed. Good question. And it's taken some time. I mean, it's 40 years of accumulation, so yeah. But we've only been 3D printing for like 5, probably a little less than 5 actually. All right. And I are going to come. I have a few minutes. You can never have enough. That's right. Thank you, Crafty DM. Oh, well, dude, I'm sorry to hear you're in the hospital, but thank you so very much for saying that. Hey, John. Good evening, everyone. All right, so unless I do something miraculous tomorrow night, which I doubt, this is the last stream of 2024, and it's perfect to have this stream, which is the year in review, which I normally do on a, like, sometimes I do it on a Monday night because we didn't have a stream on Sunday for some reason, because there was a playoff game or whatever. But for this year, we're doing it. Here, let me hit some of these things that just happened in chat here. So, but it's just this year. It only makes sense that we did it on a Gabbin on a normal Sunday night. So this is number 333, and looking forward to. It did not work.
Hello, Draga here. Welcome.
There you go. Yeah. So. Hey, Dale.
Yeah.
So we're going to give away at least 2 of these. So 2 different winners. And depending on if we get another hype of a certain level, I may add some other stuff. I may add stuff to those 2 giveaways. But this is the World of Greyhawk Gazetteer Revised. Doc Shoulder sent me a whole bunch, so I got to give them out. So, Yeah, Tino, I wasn't going to say anything. I also didn't say anything to Chuck because the Cowboys are his team as well. And I haven't really said, all I said is, did you watch the game? And he goes, a little. And that's all he said. So I won't gloat. You know, gloating doesn't do us any good. I won't gloat. I'll just soak it in a little bit. All right. So, big year.
Hmm.
Every year I say big year, Anna, but this year was pretty momentous. I think we got our. I think we latched on and just rolled this year overall. And I'm talking the community, Greyhawk, and the channel, everything. Just rock and rolled. I don't know your thoughts on that.
Well, as a community,
Yeah.
yes, I think it's kind of revival. I had the let's see here. I had the last year. I had the that was the contention and difficulty and struggles, and this is kind of reemergence. But so for me, in my line, it's been kind of a gone from being in between frustrated first 6 months of the year, 8 months, and then now it's the bits are starting to fall in place. Because for me, it's been a lot of groundwork, hardly get anything accomplished until late in the year. So,
Oh
so for
wow.
me, yeah, for me, it's been very much laying foundations for things that I've been working on for like things that have been put in place 5 years ago, and I've started. They starting to come online and starting to actually work now. I'm starting to see the end of it, but early on in the year it was mostly frustrations and bugs and stupidities and stuff. So I had hopes to come out early swinging and so on, but it took up until like November before that started to happen. So the end of the year looks way more promising than the beginning, or mid-year was the worst in that sense. So it's been not a lost year. No, not at all, because I've made huge progress, but I've got very little to show for it to others. But internally, I'm really, a lot of things are falling in place, but very little is visible on the outside yet, so to speak. So yeah. Hmm.
So real quick announcement. Phil Wirtz
Yeah.
on from Philly Gaming Expo on page right there under Philly Gaming Expo. So there you go. It's Phil. Good to see you. Yeah, we're going to talk. The first pictures are going to be that because that started the year last year in
Yeah, for
2024.
you. Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll show some stuff. We'll definitely kick it off there. Yep. So Phil went to Gary. I told you that story. Stuck in frickin' Chicago for hours after GaryCon, and Phil and I bumped into each other there and started talking.
Oh, was that how
Yeah.
your involvement started, so to
No, no,
speak?
I was with Paige the year that before. This is
Oh,
last
yeah.
year.
I got
Yes,
you.
and we
Hmm.
started talking, and unfortunately, what I had said was I thought I could get Ed Greenwood to go, but I couldn't. Ed's just too busy. Ed's got so much going on. But other than that, it was a blast. So okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in South Jersey, Greg. As the crow flies, I'm only 6 miles from Philly, so but I skipped the PAX this year. So why don't we get started here? Um, yeah, it's been a good year, busy. So it was like the first weekend in January last year, and it was shocking because how quick it was. Yeah, Central PA. So I've been to what do you call it? I've been to Centralia there, Greg. You know, all over the place. Harrisburg for work, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, so fun times, man. Um, this is me DMing. I think this is the last time I'll DM Horror in the Hools, and that was at Page. It was a fun time.
Hmm.
What's up, Curtis? Curtis, I don't think it matters if your team wins or
Hello.
loses now. I think Minnesota is going to beat Green Bay, and that's that for #1 seed. So I did DM Horror in the Hools there, along with some other things. Double shot, double coffee here, as you can see. So I was pumped up. Um, did a lot. I think I did 3 seminars at Page. Yep. So this one I got drafted in last second, but there's Joe Block on this one.
Hmm.
So we had and there's Greg Gillespie. We had him on a couple months ago. Let's see what else we got here. First group of players. So I can't remember the younger guy right down here. His wife, and he started laughing. And he goes, "My wife collects dice, old dice," and I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wait to see how crazy they are of it at that back at the hotel." And literally, they're like logging and measuring, and like this one is one of the Frank Menser orange dice. It's worth $800. And it's a 4-sided die. I'm like, what? And he's like, "Isn't it ridiculous?" It was pretty funny over back at the hotel. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on at the Hilton this year, and we'll share some of that too. Yeah. So I'm actually DMing at the Hilton on Thursday night, and that's full. So there's the I think I yep, the link is down. I'm going to send a link again. If you click on the link and you haven't decided to go yet, and you use the code Lorgazumba, you get $10 off the registration. I used it today for my son, who's actually going to go Friday and Saturday now.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, Mike, what's up with your team, man? Greyhawk Mike, that was so awful. Oh my God. So those of you who had Drew Lock, yeah, I know, really crazy. So some wonderful things. I think I got the order. Is this the Order of the Owl? There it is. There's a seminar. Joe Block. Spelled Joe Block's name wrong, but that's okay. So that was one of the seminars. I did one by myself, and I did it twice because they gave me the wrong hour. So I did it how to live stream. So I did it 2 times in a row, hour to
Yep.
hour.
Yep.
Yeah, you probably remember that. I live streamed it. So
I watched the live stream. It was
I
funny.
did it 2
Yeah.
times. That
Yep.
was funny, but that's okay. It was the first year, so we did that. Let's see what else I have here. I think I got it playing. I got a ton of pictures. Yep, me DMing. As you can see, those round tables. It's the old school Horton Rules terrain. Someone played Fritz. I forget who did, but someone. I'm looking at the pictures to see who actually played Fritz. So I think one of them did, because you can look at the old pictures on the. I think I'm not sure. Not sure who did, but Curtis's favorite, right? What else we got here? I know I got some other pictures here. I got Chet Minton and me. There you go. There's Chet. So great thing is Anna's coming this year. Troller Games is coming this year.
Yep.
A lot of more VIP guests than last year are coming. Yeah, good old play at the round table. Do I have some seminar pictures? Here's Joe and me. I've lost weight, by the way, since then. So, yes, really good. I think a lot of these were taken by Michael Zudrak. I think took a lot of these. So, Rob, you were not here, correct? But Cannonball Troy was here, Antiquitous was here. So we had some, and Michael Saxton was here, and he was actually a vendor. So yeah, last year. So we had a blast. I didn't get any hotel picks, unfortunately. Unfortunately, let me see what else I have here. Okay, there's the Order of the Amber Die. This is the group that knows Eric Mona real well, and they play Pathfinder. It was Order of the Amber Die, not Order of the Owl. So there's their site. Look at, I mean, large scale terrain stuff, as you can see in the picture. So, yep, they're cool. That's all right, Ark Scott. So 2 giveaways. We're going to do 2 of the World of Greyhawk Gazetteers, 2 winners tonight at the end of the year. If we get a certain level hype train, I will add stuff to each of those giveaways. So, yeah, Mike Saxon will be there as a vendor this year as well. I've already put in some requests. Oh, cool. Yeah, man, get them to utilize the 3D prints, you know. So, I don't know what this one is. So I took a picture of one of these beloved dice. I forget what this one's from. I think this is from Holmes Basic, or the Holmes Basic box set, if I recall. And there was a rare white dice in it. They said they had them all cataloged and logged. I'm assuming they're going to be the blue box. This is blue box set. Okay, Greg.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I just don't. But though I imagine they'll be back this year. So with I think there was over 1,130 signups, which is awesome. So let me be honest. I was pleasantly surprised how nice, how good this was last year. And one was Menser's die that Gary G even had rolled. Okay, yeah, you're right, Alex. You saw all that too. Because we're hanging out over there with Joe Block, right? that night to start. So yeah, the 23rd was white. So I don't know. They all have them cataloged, and literally they're negotiating with each other and stuff. So yeah. So if you have any special rare colored Menser dice and certain box sets, they're worth a ton because there was a limited run of them before they changed them out or something. But there's all sorts of dice. So you do. Curse will be great. So Chuck Combo is right now kind of planning to come to my house Wednesday. Probably just go out to dinner because I got to work Thursday, and then I'm not leaving to go over there until like I don't know 2 o'clock. I'm
Can I
driving
come
over.
on Wednesday too?
Yeah, of course.
I'm flying in on Wednesday afternoon.
Sure.
I have no plans, so
All
I have
right,
no
sure.
idea what the
Yeah,
heck
of
will
course.
what
Of
happens.
course.
So,
I
yeah.
thought you were coming in early Thursday, but yeah, if you're coming
No,
out
I could
Wednesday.
fly in until Thursday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon.
Do you have
so
a room Wednesday though over
I have
there?
no idea. I'll just fly in 3 p.m. and that will be it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
so
we'll figure
see.
that out. We'll
Yeah,
figure
I
it
will
all.
figure
Yeah.
out something. Yeah,
Wow.
I was going to ask you and see if
Yeah,
we
yeah,
could figure out
no,
something.
we'll figure that out. So
Yeah,
I got some ideas. Very
good.
cool. Yeah.
Yep.
So Curtis, we're gonna have fun out
Yep.
there. And let me go to show you something. If you're going and you are free now, Saturday morning. Let me go to tabletop events here. So I was gonna play a BattleTech game. Rob is the only one that signed up, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should switch back to AD&D because I know they need AD&D. Why? Oh, it's up here. So let me switch here. Once again, here's the. I know I have it. I have like 500 shout outs now there. There's the shout out for if you haven't signed up yet with the discount. So if I come here, and by the way, you do this for GaryCon too. Once they're scheduled, you go to my schedule. It pops up everything here. So Curtis, I can't show my schedule because if I do, it'll show when my Tower of Gygax is. But maybe I do want to show it. So here, Dark Depths. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? I may have run something very similar to this like last week. So and Phil switched this out. Phil switched this out for me. So I got Robert and my son playing, but I think Tom's going to play in it too. We'll get him signed up, and so there still are 4 seats. So we'll fill it. This is Saturday morning at 10. All right, and all these will have terrain. So because I'll have my Pathfinder and I'll have it filled with terrain. So yeah, but look forward to this a ton of. If we come here. So I come here to special guests. This will run forever. So I guess it randomizes. There's Frank Medser, Heather, Zeb, Dungeon Master, Richard Baker, Anna, Bill Slavacek, Dale Donovan, Ed Stark, Bob Watts, Harold Johnson, Jeff D, Steven Chenault, Scott Douglas, Matt Ballant, Justin Alexander, Kelsey Dion. That's a late ad, right? That's awesome. Kristen and Diane Stacy, Ben Barsh. I swear I'm on here. Heidi, Jennifer Glazer, which is Mr. Glazer from Frog God's Wife.
Yep.
Amanda, Joe Block, John McGuire, Ben Milton.
So cool. We put a Greyhawk
Bob
map in the
Worldbuilder,
background. I should do that too.
Stephen Glicker, Eric Tenkar, Brandon Gillum, Mike Shea. Yay, there I am. The nerd anarchist guys: Peter Blix Bryant, Richard Bloodworth, Kitty Monk, Grace World Destroyer. It goes on. Chuck, how did Chuck get in here? Just kidding. Chris Williams, Donald Bingle. There's a lot. Jason Elliott, Bill Bar. I think Barsh is in there twice. Brian Berg.
Oh, Brian Berg is coming.
Yeah,
Good.
DJ Johnson.
Yep.
James Panarella. I don't know. Mike
Oh,
Schley.
Mike Schley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be able to
Mike
hang out with Mike.
Schley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wesley
Looking forward
Allen,
to meet him in
Robin
person
Wong,
for the
Zach. By the way, Frog God does sponsor the channel now, along with Troller, Chet Mitten, and there we go. And it keeps on going on. Wow, you got too many this year. Too many. There's Jason Vay. Jason, we just had on, so Jason will be there.
Yeah.
You know, so Randy Price. Yep. All right.
Awesome.
So
yep.
That'll be. No, not everyone. Ed's not there. Ed's not there. Luke's not there. Yeah. So not everyone, but January 16th to the 19th. I'll be there Thursday night DMing, and also DMing Friday morning, DMing Saturday morning, and 2 seminars on Saturday. Plus, I'll be doing some interviews. So, yeah, isn't that awesome? So, year 2. So, second year as a VIP guest there. So, that is January.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
I was going to say, now I'm waiting for the dollar amount.
Amount of.
Didn't we have the fundraiser in February?
Yes, but I want to go here. Let's do this first, real quick. We did in early February. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Let's just see. Let's go to. We always do this every year. Let's go to Legends and Lore and Gabbin shows to see how many we had.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So this is Legends and Lore, and I have them year marked. So we go to 2024. We started with future Greyhawk campaigns and plot lines in 230, and then went down to 277. So a 47 plus 1, 48. So 48 this year, because we're missing the last 2 weeks because it's on Christmas, right? And then some other things with me traveling for work and other things. So here it comes. Oh, cool. Forge of Lore. Great to see you. Thank you.
Welcome.
2 giveaways tonight, so please sit tight. Follow if you can. Got more chance of winning there. Alex, can you shout them out, please, or one of the someone else? Thank you so very much for the raid in. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're talking our year in review 2024. We just talked about our convention, page 1 and page 2. Page 2 is coming up here. Let me just reshout that out for you since you guys came on. If you're in the Philadelphia area, you want to get in on it. Yep, definitely. And I have some spots open in my 3rd game. So, any of these stick out? I mean, we did so many this year. We did a couple. We always have Ed on. We did some really cool ones.
I think one of the ones that stood out for me was when we talked about Castle Greyhawk with Alan and stuff. That was an eye-opener to me. That was really cool. They got me thinking.
Crafty, thank you.
There have been several of them, but that's one of the ones that stand out to me. That was really cool.
That's awesome. Thank you so very much. There we go. Getting 77 months. That's crazy. So, hype train incoming. I forget when that was. Let me see.
Well, maybe it was.
Was it last year? No, it was. It was the end of last year. Yeah. It was right at the end. Look, it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was kind of a year ago, but yeah.
Here's our live from GaryCon with Mike, you, and me.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I didn't count my Wednesday night one as a Gabbin in here, which is Rascal. Thanks, man. Valorant, thank you. All right, so winner's gonna get this. Once my face is off, plus your choice of one other. All right, so you're gonna get 2. So I'm gonna do that with 2 giveaways. Really kind of you all, community. Thank you so very much. So we did a lot of cool ones this year. Prelude to the Hateful Wars I liked, and we'll get to that. Oh man, just cranked it out. Orgs of the Great Kingdom, that was a fun one. So just games within the game, that was a fun one too. So a lot of Gabbins this year. You're running out of topic ideas? So
no, you're not, Mike. We know you will save us again. Yeah.
Well, here comes. Oh my gosh! Here comes Heather Hex too. Violence. Oh my gosh! Wow. Heather. 64 in. That is awesome. Happy birthday to everyone. Wish Heather, who plays one of the greatest characters of all time on my channel, Cobra, who is not Snake Plissken, who does not look like Snake Plissken, but is Snake. Yeah. So, but what a great character. Thank you so very much. 2 giveaways. Let me go to the big screen here so at least you guys can see me for a second, so I don't cover my face. All right, each winner is going to get one of these brand new revised edition World of Greyhawk Gazetteers. All right, 2 winners, and then you're also going to get your choice of a book, like the Marklands or Treasures of Greyhawk, or I think I still have another. Maybe not. I thought I still had A Vecna Lives. Greyhawk Adventure Begins. Van Richten's Guide to Werebeasts. I have one of those too. Shokanth. Tomb of Horrors. All those. You get your choice. Sound good? Yeah, I love you. Lurk away, Heather. Lurk away.
Yep.
Thank you so very much. Hey, Arvadis, good to see you. So let's have some fun in our year in review. And thank you all for the raids. Wow, that was really kind. I think my old login, my old one for Heather, hopefully it says. I'm just going to write it up. Please give her a follow. Because it's on the downstairs one. It's too much. If we run a little late tonight, that's fine. I think that works.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure. Yep. Okay. So there you go. There's the raid shout out. Awesome. So 2 giveaways, exclamation point drawing. So that is for that was for Gabbin. Now if we go to that was Legends of Lore. Now if we go to Gabbin here. Thank you for the follow, Cthulhu. We're cranking it out. We're talking about everything that happened in 2024. So this, we start at 280. We did the year in review 2020. Oops, it would help if I switch screens. Hey, Skullsart, thank you for the kind words, and lurking away is great. 2023 year in review. We had Maldon on to celebrate his 20th year, right at the beginning.
And we did that was fun.
Yeah, we did a lot of Greyhawk campaign developments. We even talked about the fundraiser, and we'll get to that next. So, yeah, and then we had a lot. We had Greg Gillespie on, Anthony Pryor on, Keith Baker and Greg Hale on. We had Rob Kuntz on at least once.
Yeah.
Todd Stashwick and David Nett came on.
Oh, yeah, they talked about that Kickstarter.
Progcore.
That actually came to be, so yeah.
Yeah, Mike Schley on, Ron Meichner
that was
on.
One of my favorite. Yeah, that's
Jason Vey on, Ed on multiple times. Timothy Brannon was another great one. We had a creative jam, which was awesome. We had Christine Van Patten, Inked Mage, Gamescape 3D on that.
Yeah, you need to have one soon again. It's quite a while since you had one, so yeah.
Yeah, I should. I really should.
Yeah. That should be a quarterly show. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to schedule, but oh wow. Oh, Valorant, thank you. Got us over the hump for that tier. Thank you. Everyone's being so generous end of the year. Really appreciate it. So we had some great shows this year on Gabbin. No wonder why I couldn't look at it. Let me see. Here it is. It was. I was looking at Legends and Lore. Live at GaryCon, over 40 guests. There it is. So we're going to do that again this year. I'll show the picture for that shortly. Live at Founders of Legends plus Thursden update. That was the first one. That was this one, which Brungale immortalized. Brungale immortalized this. Now I'm going to have to switch back. I think Curtis is in this picture too, Curtis. There, on a coaster. Yeah. Ed laughing on the table. I see Kurt in there. Curtis, you, me, and I'm sorry, Curtis, I forget your friend. So, what's our goal? We'll get to that, Prof. I'll get to that. My number one goal, though, if you want to know, Justin, thank you, because Justin did play in my game. My number one goal is to be healthy at the end of the year, Prof. So I got 2 more surgeries coming. We'll get to that. Yeah, that's my goal. Dope. Yep. Oh yeah, Michael, we're going to talk about that. Yes, the same thing. It's already been preset. Yep. We're going to crank it out with another one with rounds and rounds of people in. So yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun with that. So, Prof asked what your goals are in 2025. We'll get to the goals at the end, but go ahead.
Well, I've started to put a lot of notes. I will detail it more, but I try to not be concrete because I don't want to disappoint myself too much. But one is to deliver more, so to speak. That's the main goal, to get things more done, because it's been for 5 years my main stuff I've been doing is actually building the foundation of things. And you can't just keep doing that and ask for money and get people attention for years. That doesn't work. Eventually you have to start delivering. And thankfully
Changes.
now I'm starting to. So the last week it was delayed by about 2 weeks because I managed to run and and hit the curb real bad. So I got 2 weeks delayed because I had to basically lay in bed most days. So to me, it will be uh, two things: run more games and deliver more content, get it actually published, so to speak, in that sense. So those are my two main goals: to get to run more games and to actually deliver more. And I think I can live up to that because I'm in now. I've come to the the process have gone far enough that I can actually start delivering stuff. And if I'm lucky, it will be a lot of big ones coming this year. So one of them is the new generation of GIS maps, for instance. I've done one a day now for almost a week. So they will be pumped out every day or two until the whole Flanies and Hepmonaland is covered in the new standard, so to speak. And that is the first, and there will be many more coming. So new print maps and a whole bunch of other stuff. So in that sense, it looks good. So then hopefully it can pay off in a little bit more higher Patreon revenue too, so I can invest in more stuff in the coming. But that's more in the future. So yeah, running more games and producing, getting more stuff actually done.
We all want to get more stuff done. Definitely. We'll
Yeah.
go into a little detail in a bit
Mm-hmm.
here on some other
Yep.
great things. So
Yep.
yeah,
I
so
will too. Yep.
Gabbin was the Gabbins were awesome this year. Had some like here's one Virtual Crowd Con 5 new to Greyhawk. Let's talk. I think I was almost like an impromptu one.
Yeah.
That was number 320. That's a cool one if you're
Mm-hmm.
new to the setting. Just some other plenty of different things. I would suggest you go on YouTube if you're looking for a title. Oh, thanks Baker, and get and that'll help you. That'll help you find stuff. But you got to search for a topic under my vids because there's so many of them varied. So yep. All right. Let's see what we got here. And then lastly, let's go to adventures, the adventure log, and we'll go into some details on after this. So yeah. Down to so first one was 1028 and finished at 1085. So that is a lot. 50. So counting the extra one, 58. So thank you for the hype train, everyone. Really appreciate it. 58. Crazy. And then some virtual GrowdCon ones. We'll talk about the Hateful Wars shortly. Wedding event. We had a wedding event, which was unbelievable, with Eric Mona, doing the ceremony, which is crazy how good that was. And then I was able to stream two of mine. The third one, and here's the thing: I got a surprise for everyone. So, time frame sub. No, these years. Oh, 623. It should be here somewhere. I haven't changed it here. 623. But we're gonna remember, I've been playing for 45 years. So, yeah, it's less time. If you go back to 570, 569, it's almost 1-to-1. So. Well, he was, darling, wasn't he? But I got a. Thanks to Josh, if he's on, I will share something. And let's go now. Next up, let's go here. Take this off. I'll leave this up as the background. I'll use that picture up as the background right now. All right, next. Let's go to Gary Con 2024, and it's actually Gary Con and Founders and Legends, right?
Yeah,
It's
so it's two
both.
conventions. Yeah, I think it was 12 days convention in a row for me.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy but fun.
It
Yeah.
was a lot more than like I was starting to get a little wacky, as you all know, at the end there. But just getting through it. But we had some great time. I always show this the drinking the old fashions. This is during Founders and Legends with Todd there. I didn't know there was a difference between a Wisconsin old fashioned and an old-fashioned that isn't. So now I know there's a difference. And does anyone remember the older woman who's always in there, so pleasant, bartending at the door? I forget her
Oh
name.
yeah,
The one I gave
in
the
the
shirt
club, you
to.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave her the shirt. I gave her an actual shirt I had as an extra. So yeah, Prof. I didn't even know there was a difference. So let me see if I got some Founders and Legends ones here. Well, one thing was I got to play. We got to play Keith Baker's board game. Which what's up, Mike? Try a grand old fashioned something. I'm not going to drink that much when I'm there. Well, I say that now, but who knows? I may need to have painkillers. But there's Garner, myself, Todd, and Keith playing his new board game, which did get funded. So hopefully that'll be out soon. He was on discussing it, so it made funding. It's a fun game. I really liked it, so I did support it. I also streamed a game where Ed and Alyssa Teague and Todd and myself played, and that was a blast. I'm still looking for the Thurston ones. Oh, there they are. How could I forget the Thurston games? So there was 3 days. So for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to run Thurston for 3 straight days, and have Curtis and Brett have Curtis and Brett play in all three of them. There's Rob there as well, and we had a lot of people jumping in and out. But like Curtis and Brett played all three. Todd played day two. He played Morton, his character in my campaign. So that was crazy. Wasn't it nuts, man? And it took a full 3 days. I think here's a picture from day one. Yep, here's a group from day one. So yeah, that's day one. We were on the other side of the room day one. Yeah. So there's day two. I know Anna stopped in on the day two. I have that picture somewhere, but I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
I saw you gaming, and since I
Yeah.
knew a lot of people around the table, I had to peek in a bit. Yeah. Oh,
Here's
that's
day three.
you
There's
have.
no Yoav there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the
Mhm.
final day.
Yep.
Fritz's finest moment. What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, it was Fritz's finest moment there. But 3 days of this, then, so it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? And we got other stuff going on. I did the talk show. I guess Sunday night. I don't remember if it was Sunday night or Monday night at this point. So Josh comes up to me and goes, "So we're running a paid game for people on Tuesday. You want to do it?" I'm like, okay. So I ran I think Heather was in that one. Yep. So I ran and I played another game on Tuesday. I thought I was going to have off this day, but I didn't. So I DM'd that day, and so that's 4 straight days of DMing. So we should give us the mornings for you to play. You should, yeah. I know you have to make that negotiation. Yeah. But so we did that on my gosh, it's too much. I'll keep that up for now. And then I got some tower. Oh, here's my finest moment. This is my finest moment of all time, Anna. Right?
Yeah.
Look, Curtis is sitting next to me.
When you made it to the end. Yeah.
What day was this? Wednesday?
This was one of the in between. Yeah, it was the day before Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. It was before the talk show.
Yeah, exactly. They ran Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure, but because it was between the conventions, because they ran it during the Founders and Legends, and then you had Monday. Nothing really happened. So this might have been Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure, because then they said, we need to do something because people were getting bored. A lot of people stayed between, so they threw in some extra Tower of Gygax, and this was one of these extra ones that they put in.
Curtis, who's the only person who survived?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I think it was the tower that had the highest kill rate, so or casualty among the characters. Yep.
And I am DMing it too, and I don't know if I'll share that or not. So
that was my second. The first one, I think I had 7, or overall I think it was like 9 players, characters, and I killed 3 of the characters. And the second one, there was like 7 or 8 all in all, and all except Jay's cleric.
I found your picture here. Here's your picture with
Yeah.
Todd when you showed up for the game with Todd, day 2 of Founders and
Yeah,
Legends.
there you go. Yeah.
Yep.
I was wandering the halls to see what's going on. Yeah.
All right. So let's go next to. I've shown this. This is one of my top 10 pictures. This is the beginning of the
Oh,
massive talk show.
that
But
was so much fun those
it is.
days.
It is. I
Yeah.
went a day ahead. I'm losing track of the days here. I
Well,
apologize.
this was Legends and Founders and Legends. Yeah.
No. This
Or
is
was this the
actually
start of?
Gabbin. This is the
Ah,
Gabbin.
okay.
Yeah,
This was Gabbin.
but
Okay.
one thing
Yeah.
happened before that. So Tuesday night we had the meetup of all meetups here, and this picture's on the
Yeah.
cover of the. There we go.
Oh yes.
This is
that
Tuesday
was-
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
This is
Mhm.
Tuesday night. So you got
Yeah.
myself, Curtis, Coco, Bird, Brett, Head Getting Licked, Vamp, and Ed and Yoav that night. And so we had the Angels picture too. There we go.
Yeah.
Lots of fun things. Lots of fun things. I don't think
Mhm.
the picture of you, Curtis, was. I know King Bashman. I was just saying. I don't. Should he get a shout out for head licking? This is Tuesday. Notice we're the only ones in there because mostly no one else is there yet from day 2. There's probably another picture from that night. So yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome stuff. Ed looks a little deranged in that picture. Ed looks like he could be in the movie The People Under the Stairs in that picture.
He looks like he's on the prowl.
So then this is Wednesday after the Tower of Gygax because I didn't the only day I didn't DM when I was there. Crazy. Yeah. So I'm trying to see. I don't think I have any other pictures of the stream because someone did that one for me. And then Wednesday night was the night I got drunk. I shouldn't have. I drank too much. Oh, Curtis, sorry, I got to show this.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun that day. Yeah. There you go.
Founders and Legends bad there. Hot Curtis as your attorney. Yeah. Yep. So that was fun. Let's see. Do I have pictures of all the groups? I should. Some people jumped in on this. There's day 1. A full crew there. It's a fun pick. Yeah, Paul Moku and Scottish Jeff in there with because Bones, Myriad, and Darling had not been there yet. They had not gotten there till I think Thursday morning or late Wednesday night. So they were finally wandering around. That's the first game. That was Puppets, which I'm running at Page, by the way. Running Puppets at Page. So, all right. Day 2. You'd think I'd have these in some kind of calculable order, but I don't. I see. I do have more Gabbin pictures. There we go. I'll show them in a sec. Too much. Here. Let's see who we have in that group. That's still Todd. I found him. Oh, I already showed that one. Yeah. All right, here we go. Robert Hartley and AJ, Stephen Chenault, Ed, Anna, Chuck, Davis Chenault, and Phantom. There you go. Good pick there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're planning on rounding it out as well. Let me just see here. There you go. There's Mike, Greyhawk Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's William Henry Dvorak.
Yep.
Oh. There you go, Will. And Ed massage for you.
Oh yeah, those Ed's magic hands. Yep.
Yes.
In action. Yep.
So, and let's see what else. I can't find some of my. Maybe it's under Slav. I got them like named so many different things. All right, here's me and Tim at Stronghold Tim. There you go.
Yeah.
I cannot find any of the Slav Squad games. That would be on Friday, so it should say Friday. Oh, here it is. There you go. Darling all dressed up. Eric Mona, Justinius, and Scythie are in that game. So, Greg, there you go. Oops. Went back one. See if I can go back one. There's Jimmy Duffy. Shit, what did I do with that? I must have erased it. Good times, yep. All right. Okay. And then the Ed game. I mean, trust me, I'm feeling it by now. Oh yeah, wait a minute, Mike. Here's our Legends and Lore show, and we're gonna have Roger Moore with us this year. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Well, we'll have a lot of people here this year too. So, and I got more signups this year than I did last year for the 3 games. So, yeah, Roger Moore will be joining us. I don't have any of the Ed seminar. We were rushing, if I recall, to get set up. If you recall, the other.
Oh yeah, that was. But that was always so tight because there were people before
and
we had to rush in,
Yeah.
run it. Yeah, so you had like 2 minutes to get everything set up.
Yeah, it's impossible.
And then you had to evacuate afterwards because the next group was coming in. So it was very tight schedule.
Hard to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is Jeremy's seminar. No, that's no, it's not. That's
no, that's one of your games.
Yeah, with that just blocking everything. Yeah. So okay, that's it. Oh, and here's the Hawaiian shirt pick. And there's myself and Will right way back here. There's me and William Henry Dvorak right there. I think Chet Mitten's right next to me. So we're all the way back here. So a quick story. You know that 50th anniversary book they came out with?
Yeah.
D&D came out with one, and there's Gary Con picture of this. So I go and I buy it just because I know I'm going to be in the damn book with a picture. And they use an old picture, a Hawaiian shirt picture.
It's the 5th year anniversary. They can't use the latest one. That book came out before this happened. It was printed rather before this happened. So yeah. I'm not sure if it came out afterwards, but it was printed. Whoops. It was printed before that happened.
Sorry, yeah. I'll put this on the background for now.
There you go.
Right, Curtis. Now here we'll do the. Oh, that one's fuzzy. There's a real good picture of the. This is a good picture. I'll leave that one up. That's a real good picture.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll leave that one up.
That's down in the lobby or the bar.
Yeah, that was the night of the VIP event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Thursday. All right. So what's going on this year at Gary Con? Little surprise. Oops, I don't want to do that. I'll go here and then let me go here. Any questions so far, anyone? Founders and Legends. No, that's wrong. Wrong year. See, yep. I'm not prepared 100%.
There are no Founders and Legends this year, so yeah.
Thank God. All right. So, here are my events. Notice something on this side. Anyone see that? Rooms.
Geneva Shop House. 3 times.
All thanks, Josh. All 3 of my RPGs are in the Chop House. Behind the glass. You will be, if you're playing in one of those games, you will be in for all the world to see. Isn't that cool? No, I'm not. Nope, not getting paid to run at the Chop House, Greg. But it's an honor to do it 3 times this year instead of just once. So the only negative with that is I may have to record the sessions because the reception in there is bad. Really bad as far as getting out, unless I can figure out a way to boost the signal. Where I'm not going to be able to stream them. But we have two seminars. We have Legends and Lore that is Thursday at 2 with myself and Anna and Mike and Roger Moore, and then we have Connecting Worlds. This is the one that Ed was going into a little bit during last week. Forgotten Realms and Greyhawk for Anna, myself, and Ed. So she's complaining and switching back and forth. Well, thank God if she's coming now, Jeremy. I have not changed, and I'm going to show you something, and so she has to come. So here you go. So I did this. So here, this is a reason in itself. We're going to go to my events, event schedule. Whoop, no, that's not it. And we'll show something real quick here. So, whoops, I shouldn't show that one. Well, you know, the Deadly Challenge. It says, join Ed Greenwood, Tony Winslow Brill. Dark Mangy Darling. So Darling has moved into that one. But there. Curtis. It was a slip. No one. It shouldn't be showing on my schedule. So there you go. No one cares. Besides, hey, Walt, I'm going to kill everyone off anyway this time. So, do you want to be there for a mass slaughter? So there you go. So there, Tony's name is in there still. I almost contacted Skip to change it out. So TPK is coming. So there you go. So signups are 4 for the first event on Saturday and 3 for each on I'm sorry, 4 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. So I have more signups than I did last year. I think I only had 4, 2, and 2. So yeah, there, I'll stay right there. So Riches Beyond Comprehension has 3 signups, and so does the Deadly Challenge has 3 signups. What's up, JR? So you have 3 signups for each. Now you got an extra ticket, so hopefully that'll help there. And plus my Tower Gygax, which is open completely. So Anna, how about you?
I'm having well, you have the Legends and Lore seminar on Thursday. And
Yep.
then I have my fantasy cartography seminar 2 hours on Friday in the Grand Suite. That will be cool.
Don't know if we'll do
and then
that again like this.
yeah, and then we have the Forgotten Realms Greyhawk with Ed, you and me.
Yep.
And then my adventure on Saturday, 6 hours at the Cascades B. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah.
How many tickets?
Six tickets. Yep.
6-hour game.
Yep.
Is it part of your? Is it actual part of your campaign?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they are
It's the way to
official
do it.
adventures in set my campaign.
That's
and
beautiful.
I want to run 6 hours because then
Jeremy!
you get at least over 4 hours of actual gaming
What's up,
done,
dude?
so to speak.
Beautiful.
And you don't have to stress too much, especially since I'm running my own special rule system. There might be some questions around that stuff. So, and also there will be I asked and according to Josh, I hopefully will get it a big TV next to the so I can show maps and stuff like that on the at the table. So that will be a little bit special, I think.
Kurt, I'm using my own terrain and my own characters and my own and miniatures and stuff for my tower. Just so you're aware. Now that Jeremy's on, he knows the drill. So we'll be kind of going over terrain a little bit, but not completely. So I'm see if I got any other miscellaneous pictures of people just wandering about. But like, what a fun time! I did skip.
Yeah.
I did skip the fundraiser just to get the cons done first. So yeah. Note. Reach out to me. You know, especially if you're around and want to participate on Wednesday nights. 4 rounds of guests on Wednesday. No, the judges for Tower doesn't have judges. Tower's just a fun slog and obliteration. But you can ask Jeremy, get with. Oh, you should volunteer, Tony. Get Curtis is running the whole thing, so just talk to Curtis. He may be able to use you. So yeah, you never know. All right, let's set back. Whoops, I need a background. I gotta have a background because without a background, I gotta see parrots. I don't want to see. Yeah, my back it keeps on changing. All right, next. Go back to February. It was the first weekend in February. It was early, and it was presented some challenges. But last year, I was like, I have no idea how we're going to get this, how we're going to surpass last year's, right? Feast of Fiends. So, and our fundraiser event, and we had some great. Yeah, Jeremy's Astral. Yeah, yeah. So there's 2 Jeremys here: Gamescape Jeremy and Astralier Jeremy. So there's 2 Jeremys responding, which is funny. Some great, and I love all the ads. Like, we had ads from Critical Dice, we had ads from Guild Superior, we had ads from Kurtz. Whoops, why didn't that one go over there? Right, Fucking Myth. I really appreciate everyone stepping up. I think I still have a darling one here. I know I kept them all. It was Grey Watch, that one. My gosh. I am looking. Controller Games did one. I cannot. Darling, I can't find yours. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Yeah. Here we go. I knew I had it.
Yeah.
Josh even played. Yeah, so, and I really appreciate all. And we got into the last night, and I was like, man, we're like a few $1,000s short, but we got it. And so crushed it. $26,200. So, hey, Rachel, what's going on? By the way, we do have a game Saturday morning at 9 a.m. this upcoming with the Nuclear Meat. So we are excited about that. And now I'm looking for shout outs because they're all over the frickin' place. I'm trying to find the marquee because the setup on my stream deck is downstairs is different than upstairs. So I can't.
Why is that? Because it's a different one?
Because different computer, so it sets it differently. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yes. So this year's, and we're going to need all your help to get this. I'm trying to round up special sponsors. I'm trying to get some special people playing. So
Yeah.
far, unfortunately, Ed's got a conflict, so he's actually at a con where he's the special guest. So that kind of stinks, but it's called Undead Tumult. All right. I put down all of the channels I think are going to be in it for this year, but there may be some others. So we need to get. I think hopefully Pip, Rachel, and Mark are going to do something for Marquee as well. But January 20th to February 20th to 23rd starts Thursday night my stream, and I think Darling's after that. No, Darling's Sunday. Darling's Sunday, running into the very end. Saturday. Darling, Saturday 2 to 6. I'm 6 o'clock. My God, my brain's off tonight. Sorry, I pushed. So I got a lot of time slots open. We'll have to work all that out. Troller Games, we got all the sponsors. I'm lining them all up. So this year we'll go over $100,000. So grand total. So let's make it good. It's the third week in February. Yep, you have a good stream too. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, Undead Tumult. It'll be fun. So come up with any ideas of any kind of undead Ravenloft theme, whatever you'd like to do. Yep, it'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun one. So, and that'll be for for a good cause. And look forward for you all to crush it. And we go over $26,200 this year. Got some unbelievable giveaways already. Jeremy from Gamescape 3D has really stepped up and got some stuff from some other sponsors already. So we are good. We are good to go with that. So that will be that'll be fun, and that will be in third week in February. So it's later this year. I couldn't do it the second week because Valentine's Day is on a Friday. So thank you. That's great, Razcool. Thank you so very much. So cool. Yeah, unfortunately, it's on I got my laptop up, so I appreciate you sharing them. Thank you so very much. Very cool. Well, that's right. Stephen Danielson played in that too, and he played in. He also played in Virtual Greyhawk. Same game, same player. I appreciate that though. Thank you. Good. So the dog days of summer come after that, right? Because you feel like it's a downer after. Oh, so it's not going to be a downer for me because like I may disappear for a little bit the week or two after. Birthday on the 24th of February. Oh, there you go. Oh, Valorant.
We all need to take especially
Patrick.
you after that.
Thanks, man. Why is it? All right, Valorant. We added one gift sub. Oh, it says Canadian. It's Patrick. I got it. And Valorant is an ad. It's a bonus. Oh, that's really cool. That's the last week. Thanks, Patrick. Really kind. So, the 2 weeks, a week and a half after GaryCon ends, first hip gets done. Full hip replacement. Yeah, man. I kind of crashed too. I know the feeling. I seriously crashed. Getting home, and I could have slept for days, man. I was so drained at the end. Like I said, I was getting really wacky at the end, which, as Curtis, as my attorney, knows. I'm going to try to avoid that this year. That means do not drink a lot. Yeah, so. Yeah, I can't believe you and Brett and Ed stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning. It just is insane. And then Ed gets up and does stuff the entire day the next day. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff, man. Yeah.
Ed has a second youth now. Yep.
My gosh. It's nuts. All right. So, any questions or any comments about, we're through March. We're only through the first 3 months, but then there's gonna be some downtime. But there's there's a lot of. So you don't remember our chat at the coffee shop? No, you weren't there, Patrick. He is Elminster. Yeah, I guess he can regenerate himself. So, yeah. Yeah, man. So every night we got, especially I think it was the big night was Wednesday night was too much drinking, but Thursday night and Friday night were pizza nights too, maybe Saturday as well. But we just ate pizza and wings from that great place. Hopefully you remember the name of it, Curtis. So just know Bill the Master Crafter and I are staying Sunday night so we can go out to dinner. So I'm not leaving till Monday morning now. So Bill comes in the day after me. So he has to figure out a way to get up there, because I'll be up there Tuesday and he'll be up there Wednesday. So, but we're both flying back on the same flight. So, well, yeah, but Greg, it was last year was different with 2 full weekends. So I DM'd 4 straight days. Then I did a 3 to 4 hour long Gabbin with 40 guests. Then went to the bar and drank too much. Freaking cinnamon toast crunch shots, and then a cheesy Irish car bomb with no shot glass. It was ridiculous. So
I had 1 spotted cow every convention, and since it was technically 2 convention last year, I had 2 spotted cow. 1 for Founders of Legends and 1 for Gary Cott. Yep, that's my allowance. Yep. So I've had 1 spotted cow every Gary Cott.
I didn't even enjoy the VIP party. First of all, I didn't want to. It was too crowded, and secondly, Todd and Darling were bartending it, but I was hungover from the night before.
It was so noisy. I stayed for an hour. Then it was so noisy in there. I was like, "Oh God, this is yeah." Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to come to an end with yeah.
Yeah.
So, you drank 1 beer the whole of GaryCon. You were the smart one.
Yep.
You were the
thank
smart
you, Curtis.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, darling.
It's the other way around. I think I've only paid for it once. I've been to GaryCon 6 times. I don't think I only paid for it once. Every other time someone else have.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. I normally don't have to. Yeah.
Very cool.
Exactly. Yep. That's Sterling. That's how it's done. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not that smart, darling, as you know. I'm not smart enough to realize that I shouldn't be doing that stuff at my age and with issues. So, yep. Buckets, the bucket deal. I thought they got rid of the bucket deal, Curtis, but you made them bring it back.
Oh, Curtis, I think, and Brett, they got the buckets. they do buckets at least for them. Yep.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone have any questions through GaryCon, which is major events there? So
yeah, I must say that I had a blast at both the seminars, and my own seminar was awesome. I'm just amazed that I have like 40, 50 people coming and asking questions and stuff. I'm just amazed. That was a lot of fun. So this time I will have some next year I will definitely have some new stuff to show. It has been meager with the news, but there will definitely be some new stuff. Yeah.
All right. Let me go find this one because I didn't put this in my folder for some dumb reason.
And no, I don't think the golf course is open unless it's snow golf, because it's usually weather is bad and yeah.
Yeah. No. It snowed the one day. I mean, I had so much frost on my car and ice because I hadn't moved it.
2 years ago, I think, not not this year, but last year, 2023, there was a one snowy morning where there was like 5 inches of snow out. That was, yeah.
All right. So let's go to this. If I can find it. So I want to show some things here as we're coming in at the end of for the year in review. At the end of 2023, you see that was my son. So if you don't know, I got my son a Commodore 64 retro, a real one with a disk drive and all this, and he's playing, if you know as a kid, the game Mule, and he just won on the highest difficulty level. So he just texted that
and he's
to me.
had it for is it 3 days?
Yeah. So yeah, but it's a fun game. So
that's awesome.
I got Wasteland. I got the original BattleTech game for him. I got 3 Ultimas for him. Just crazy stuff. Oh yeah, the Commodore 64 I got. He wanted a retro this year. Yeah, Mule was fun. So yeah. So he just texted me. And so. All right. Something appears. Oh yeah, I got him. I got him 4 of them. They're all Forgotten Realms, Secret Silver Blades, Hills Far, the big Pool of Radiance, and one other one. So I got them all too for him. Yep. So he's got some fun. All right. As you can see here, this group Nuclear Meat starts showing up at the end here. All right, and you have 2 drink minimum, and you got my other ones, but Nuclear Meat shows up at the end of the year. In fact, Coco and starts playing right here at the end in December of last year. As a matter of fact, we were saying today's the 28th. This is yesterday's the 28th. That was our 1-year anniversary for her second character, Elazira, and that so they start showing up in here a lot. So we got the DFCC, and I don't know where Mike Disney is, so we got to figure that out. We got Nuclear Meat, we got Slav Squad, and we got 2 drink minimum. Outside of all the other groups, the 24 other groups I have with my guys, starting to play, and they show up more and more, and I start doing more and more Saturday events, which is cool, and it just starts taking off. So much so that later in the year, we start doing a new group called the Bone Baddies, right? So we have, and it's Korg and Coco, Sir Tim, Puff. My brain just went all. Oh, and Dessa. So yeah, we got it. So we got 2 groups rotating in and out there, and we actually have a Nuclear Meat game this Saturday, and we'll discuss that at the end. But so I got more special groups running. Tying that in. This is not that long. This is May or June. Let's see the date on it here. I just brought it up. All right. What date's this? May 18th. If you want to know of one of the best RP games ever on my channel, go watch this. This was unbelievable by Eric Mona. Just great. I think also Josh played in this. Josh Pop played as well. So we had the wedding between Kazara and Devin, and we had Eric Mengi and Darling, Tony. Just what a fun game! And then Venarian Vord, who's Eric's character. I did a twins Danny DeVito, Arnold thing. He's got the pussy eye that's all white, and he's kind of not attractive at all. And I made him have. It was so much fun, wasn't it? I made him have a twin brother who was the nicer one. And instead of Venarian Vord, his name was Syphilian Vord. So he was seeking revenge on Venarian Vord. So he kidnapped the couple, wedding couple, and they had to go in and that was such a fun time. So but the wedding part took, and this is another Gamescape 3D gem. The warehouse, which opens up into multiple levels, and that's where the wedding, that's where they went in, It was fun. Oh, and Fritz showed up too. Yes, Fritz gave. Yes, that was the one where Fritz crashed the ceremony. Yes, you did, and you knew about the little mini golems in there. Yeah, the hammerers. Yep. So, what a blast that was. So I consider that a penultimate. It was a penultimate crossover event. And like I said, it's only available on YouTube now because it's well past the minimum on Twitch. But just the ceremony that Eric does is unbelievable. We have Eric back for Gary Con, second game, Friday morning at 9 a.m. So, yep, what a great time. Just a highlight game with what a great cast. We ran a little late that night, but the ceremony went late. It was awesome. It was such a fun time. Yep. Eric is a great guy. If you notice also on Facebook, Eric is reminiscent about Greyhawk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He is going back, doing analysis and stuff. I have a secret I can't tell you all. So that's all I'll say. I know something you don't know. And it has to do with Eric. So I will keep it there. So, nah. Yes, lots of gift subs tonight to end the year, which is awesome. All right. Why? Because I got dared, okay? So if you notice here, I'm running these preludes into the past, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. A lot of adventures, a lot of groups, a lot of foreshadowing, working up into this. So Bird always is on me. She's like, I've done 30 24-hour streams. And I'm like, you're freaking insane. And I'm like, I could never do one. She goes, I dare you to do one. And I'm like, I can't do a 24-hour event. It's you're running a video game. I got to play and DM, right? And she's like, I double dare you, double dog dare you. I'm like, I guess I got to accept. So fortunately, Tim's wife and son are in France, so Tim's free. So we get on.
Unfortunately.
Well, yeah, fortunately for me, because Tim really helped me out here. So the Hateful Wars, I've been wanting to do a historical game for years, right? So the Hateful Wars it is. I have to set up 3 games with all different casts for the most part. Some people like Tim played in all 3 and Coco played in all 3, which is insane also. I need to set up all these, so like 18 guests, 18 players, 20 players, whatever it is, in 5-hour games, and then figure out what I'm going to do in between them with some sanity. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? No one's going to play in the middle of the night. I'll run the one game Friday night into the wee hours of the morning, and then I'll just.
And I logged on like 4 o'clock my Pacific time and logged into Twitch, and I see them sitting there almost nodding off, babbling about something they didn't even know what they were talking about. That was awesome.
Curtis stayed on to like, I don't know, 2 o'clock your time, Curtis, till 5 a.m. our time.
Yeah. But I'm amazed that you pulled it off. I thought you were going to play a few hours, then let someone else run the channel, but you actually ran it 24/7. That's
did.
Like, wow.
I went upstairs for a 15 to 30 minute snooze and let Tim by himself.
Okay.
For that one time, just because I had to go upstairs and cleanse, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, you have to use the bathroom. If nothing
so
else.
We ran, and here is like, here's some of the guests. Just it was nuts. 3 adventures. One, like I said, the second one started like 9 a.m. People got on around 8, and then the third one came on like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. So we went through, and we actually went almost 25 hours or whatever. Tommy John Kelly came on the first hour, which helped. We talked about his book, his writings, and just unbelievable things. I was punch drunk the third game, and the third game went just completely haywire. Curtis will tell you. Curtis Brett played in it. Coco's playing this evil, semi-evil character, Shadow Magic Assassin. And if you don't know what happened, she steals everything at the end. She assassinates the guy, steals everything, and takes off. So what do? Opportunity. This is the defensive Hearthguard Tower. Yeah, the destruction of Wolfmaster Keep is there. I think it's the last time Mike played on the channel. Death of Prince Tricerin ended up at, and we had some serious deaths in that. But the end was a Butch and Sundance moment where it's just they're all getting overrun, and there's one last round, and they're all fighting till and they all assume to die. I like this third group so much that, and Korg played in this one too. I have to figure out a way to get this group back in my game in the future. Now, this is 110 years in the past. So I have it that they're going to chase her around for years, and then they finally catch up to her in this dragon's lair. And there's a mirror of life trapping, and they all fail their save, and they all get stuck in this mirror. Right? Yes, everyone hates. Yeah, and she just played. And then an adventuring group comes and frees them. And instead of them all appearing right there, their spirits go all over the place, except Persephone, of course. So I get that whole group now in my present day game. And Curtis, I think it's working well, especially for you and Coco and Korg. You guys are playing your characters. So I know Brett hasn't been available, but he'll probably play Fridolin when he gets a chance. But I love having, and it's all these weird things now because, like, for example, Cain Soromir that Korg plays is the great-great-grandfather of Maram, and that leads to other things. And he already doesn't like Maram. He's scheming against his own. That's all I'm going to say. He's scheming against his own great-grandson. It's hysterical. Yeah, it is really funny, the interaction. So I am glad I did this. Don't ask me to do another one. With me getting 2 hips replaced, I don't know when I'd be able to physically do it. All right, so I got that one in April, and then one 3 to 4 months after that. I just don't know. But maybe 2026 I'll do one. Yes, that's it. And everyone's enjoying themselves, and that's all there is. So it's kind of like a faux new special group, Curtis, right? And that's the wonderful thing about it. You got another kind of like special playing group that we can throw in there with higher level characters, because these characters are all 8th, 9th level. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to think. Oh, it may have been Hints of the Past Part 5. I may have done this when when Robert Hartley and AJ. I can't remember when I did it with the mirror broke. So, a few weeks later, let me see if I have any pictures. I probably don't. I probably have them on my iPad and never transferred them over. I had a visit from Robert Hartley and AJ Winters in person as they were touring. I only have this. So they're touring the United States. So they're gonna be there in Philly 1.5 days. So I'm like, I got a place nearby you can stay, come over, play. We went out to dinner. My wife and I went with them. And then we played that night, and Darling, Coco, and Korg hopped on. I think 1 or 2 of my own guys were there. I can't remember. But yes, so we did another adventure that tied into all that, and that was a blast. So, Yep, we had them here in person. Really cool. That was fun. All right. I'm scrolling down here. Whew. Questions or comments at this point, as we're through about the first hour?
Well, I'm just amazed on how much that actually you managed to do in a year, and since I'm only involved in like 1/3 of it or something like that, so I'm just it's awesome. Yeah.
So that's a good point, Anna. Hold on one second here. Yep. I don't know where I saved it either, so I'm going to be flubbing this. I'm probably not going to be able to find it.
But it says spur of the moment, so
yeah. Let me check Legends and Lore. So I have my stats for Twitch, which show how much I streamed, how much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it.
Yeah. I posted 44.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
I put 44 times on Patreon, so 44 things I've done. So it's my goal was once a week, so I almost reached it. So next year I'm going to do more than once a week. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Gary. Yeah, I'm getting rebuilt. Let me tell you something. 1 down, 2 to go. I streamed 214 times.
Yeah.
There's only 356 days in the year.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So, it's like you already retired. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, some other things I am proud of. So that is 214 times of streaming. some decent amount of new subscribers on and off. I'd love a little more in followers, but that's okay. It was a great year. And look what the number one emote is. The wrong button emote surpassed even D's nuts this year, which is funny. I watched Bird the most because I lurk on her mega streams, and Darling, Troll Lord, Stronghold, Guild Superior. There's your list. So I'll have titanium hips more than likely there, Gary. So thanks, old DM. Thank you very much. Yeah. Give me a sec here. I want to share some things. Let me go to, I think it's Legends number 277. It's not. Let me go to Gabbin last week. I got to find it. No, it's probably this week. All right. It is. So these are total hours streamed for D&D in 20. This is D&D category in 2024. Critical Role is first. I am proud to say I am in the top 20 for the year, ahead of Robert Hartley. So 56,000 hours viewed. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So, and a lot of these guys are video game streamers that run a couple. Adventress is crazy. They're doing wonderful. They're 7th. But I'm proud as a one-person, channel for the most part with all the streaming equipment and all. Just me doing all the work behind the scenes.
Meaning you don't have a production company like the big ones do. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I forgot. All right. This will never happen again, I don't think.
Uh-oh.
No. Here, one sec. The Hateful Wars week. Almost to Critical Role.
Oh, yeah. When you were on the first page.
There's a lot of my hours. Yeah. 84,000 hours Critical Role. I was number 2 that week with 15,300 hours. Because we were on the front page for like a day and a half. Mm-hmm. So there you go. That was fun. Am I ever going to be the number 2 D&D channel for an entire week? Yeah, there you go. I was trying to pick it back up. I don't know, but that was, Critical Role is still popular. Not as popular, but still popular there. Good question. There's nothing else. You can see the chasm of drop off afterwards, Prof. So it's just like, it drops right off, man. Okay. Next. Virtual Greyhawk Con's here somewhere. Virtual Greyhawk Con is here. Let me go to the Virtual Greyhawk Con thing. I have everything. There was no reason of me putting it all in the main Gabbin folder of this because there's so much pictures and stuff. I just had to. So I understand it. It's entertainment, Prof. I understand it 100%. I really do. So let's see. No, that's different. That's coming up. All right. So I did Lost City of the Soul on Thursday night.
Yeah.
That was a fun game. Ed played in it. Ed's played in 2 Thursday night games now. Yeah, thank you. And we're old school. I mean, I can say I'm the top old school stream by far. Mm-hmm. Right? I can say that with confidence, and the top Greyhawk stream. So there you go. I can say that. Steven Danielson signed up for this and played the same character he played at GaryCon, which was cool. I loved Will's game. Jeremy, did are you still on? Did you get the boxes I sent? I sent back 2 of those boxes. I'm hoping you got them. So he may be lurking now. Where's a good picture? Here. There you go. So I set up only a piece of it because there's so much in that publication. I know he's rewriting it, so I don't know if he's even released it yet. But oh, Pat, that's very kind of you. Thank you. You're all very kind. Really appreciate it. I hope Anna and I and everyone else who comes on gives you some ideas to DM and
ideas
that's
to exactly
play.
that's the
rules, options, guests. So
Yeah, and then some insight in
Yeah,
Greyhawk and inspire you to want to know more and run your
that's
games in
it.
Greyhawk. That's the goal, so to
That is
speak.
the absolute penultimate goal, is for
Yep,
us to be a community and grow as a community.
yep.
And so that is the ultimate goal,
Thank
is
you, old
for everything.
DM. Yeah, we
Uh,
try to be very
yeah,
welcoming here. That's the goal. We want more
absolutely. And
people
and
to
you know, I don't
enjoy
care
this.
if you what you play. 5e, Shadow of the Dark, Castles and Crusades, Pathfinder,
Yeah.
3e, 4e. It doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Just play what you want to play. Enjoy the game.
Hmm.
You know, I hope you play in the Greyhawk setting, but if you play in other settings too, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we
So
have, yeah,
good.
we even have Ed on here to talk about Forgotten Realms.
Oh
So come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Ed is a
that's awesome.
treasure,
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
absolutely, to
Yep.
this channel. So that was the beginning of Virtual GrowdCon, and we had some other wonderful things, including, let me see if I can just hit backwards. I can, including, I should have known, but we had fun. Tim ran a game which was awesome in the morning. And then we ran the Grand Joust, and we did it. Oh, Mike was on then too. We did it grudge match style, which I thought was awesome. And it came to be between the final two was oh my god, my brain shut off. Bones' character, and then Molly Hatchet, and Bones' character won for the third time. And I think Darling Marley Hatchet beat Luke, or I can't remember. Luke went to the semifinals again, the son of Melf. So it was an awesome time. So Lucetius, for some reason you never get them, which is really crazy, man. It's like you're there must be a block or something. It's weird. But we had a lot of great people playing in this, and it was another fun time. And I'm very thankful to everyone. I was not going to do this. I was going to run another game, and then Bones convinced me to run it, and I did. I'm very happy that I did. Some more great artwork. Dan Smith, that Dana did up on. I still have shirts. If you want a shirt, let me know. I'll sell it to you at a reasonable price. I just pay for shipping. So we do have some shirts left, and had some awesome giveaways and awesome events for Virtual GrowdCon 5, and Virtual GrowdCon 6 is scheduled already for. Do I have that in here? I thought I did. I know you did it for me. I don't see the logo. I must have put it somewhere else. That sucks. I'll find it. But we have a new Virtual GrowdCon 6 logo for the first weekend in October. And hopefully you all had fun with signups and playing in games. It was a blast of an event. Yeah, it was a real fun time. That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Fritz broke Tim's stones too. I forgot about that. Yes. Tim seat to my boards. Did you? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Michael. So we already did Paige, Michael, and I know you're going to be there, and I know Zach and his wife are going to be there. So we're going to have a great time, man. Um, I'm looking for that shout out there. There we go. And then shout out my other. Where's Troll Lord? Chuck may be lurking. I know Chuck wasn't feeling great today. He may be lurking, or he may not be, but he's around. So, yep. All right. And that was October, right?
Hmm.
So, I have to tell another story, and this is a Bone Baddies story. And
Oh.
goes during Legends of the Overgord, because none of them had ever played an Overgord game. So last year I did a witch one. This year This year I decided I'm going to do the Overgord, because I want a whole new. I can subject a whole new generation of players to our friend the Overgord. So this is our Halloween special. Let's see what date this was. It was early, and it was November 2nd. It was right after Halloween. What's up, Tim? Yeah, Tim. This is a funny story. Tim's gonna laugh his butt off on this. He was there to experience it. Here's a question, Tim. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Stronghold Tim. Do you like the Bone Baddies more or Nuclear Meat more? And let's see which one he answers. And he's probably gonna go equally, because he doesn't want to get anyone pissed. So See, I got him. He's not going to answer. He's going. So here is the witch's huts, right? Get the good old. Oh, it's actually on the other side. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Witch's hut's over here, way in the far corner. Maybe I don't have a picture of it. Thought I had a picture of it. There. Oh, I moved it. There you go. There's a picture. Oh, you like the bone baddies? Nice. Okay, that's cool. So Dessa, he's got his character slate. He's a fighter assassin, right? Kind of new to the game. So no one has ever done this before, but she always invites people in for porridge and green ginger tea or whatever. And so he goes yes, right? The first time someone goes in there, and goes in, does the deed. She turns into the old hag. Then he's got, as I come out, I said to him, you have a taint about you, right? So why am I telling this story? It's already set up for my Halloween special for next year. There you go. So, well, yes. So he'll have some kind of offspring or something. Yep. So there you go. Will require. No, they did something to him the last adventure. Tim, what did they do to him to get rid of it? They did something to him. They scrubbed him in something. Yeah, it was hysterical, but it was funny. So, but yeah, that was a blast. Did yeah. Oh yeah, no, like that. No, it was the other way around there. I didn't even think about that, Dale. That would have been really funny. But I love the Overgord stuff. But next year it'll be something on an offshoot because of this. So I have plenty of time to write that up. So, and that is we're right here. Yep. And then 1074, which is not long after that, Triple Dilemma is the first time that Rachel and Mark from Marquee Gaming get into Nuclear Meat. And they've played 3 straight games, sessions. One they couldn't make, 3 games, and now 4th one's coming up on Saturday. So they're really having fun with it, and it's good to have Marquee Gaming part of the community now. Really cool. Yep. So there's their thing. I normally the shout out's preset, but I just can't find it on this. It's only on my downstairs one, unfortunately. Well, if someone wants to do it, Marquee Gaming, please do on the shout out. But yeah, that so we have that going as well, which is awesome to get more people in the community. I'm always trying to get more and more and more people in the community. Rob's playing in games. Van Wickman's playing in games. We got people, when Bird's able to, she plays. She was supposed to play last week, but something happened. She was really sick over the holidays, so she couldn't. So, what's the biggest surprise for you since you? The biggest surprise in 6 years? I know what it is. I'm going to talk about it in a second, Prof. So I'll talk about it in a second. For Anna, what's your biggest surprise in the last 6 years we've been doing this?
That Greyhawk will have such a big comeback so quickly. Yeah. That is probably the biggest. I assumed he will come, but he came faster than I thought.
Well, the DM's Guild opening really helped.
Yeah. I thought we would see eventually, and to be honest, meaning my prediction a few years ago was, and I've said it probably multiple times here, is that right now we've lived in the age of crunch, meaning the rules, the rule system, the D&D brand, meaning for the movie and everything have been centered. And I told them there will be a day eventually when there will be a new regime at Wizards and they will realize that it's not the rules that is the interesting bit. It's all the stories, the lore and the settings and stuff. And that will come, so to speak. And I think we start seeing the first little embryo of that. And I didn't foresee that Greyhawk will be first in that line, so to speak. But on the other hand, it makes sense with their 50-year anniversary, so they snuck it in there. I assume there will be Dragonlance or someone like that will come first, but on the other hand, I hope it will not be a huge like Greyhawk will be thing. No, I don't think, but I still think that in a few some years to come, it will not be the rules. It will be fluff. It will be the settings and the stories and stuff that will be big. Someone will figure it out that that's where they have the most value stored in those IP, not the rule system. So that day I think will come, and we are kind of seeing the dawn of that era might
Huh.
come now, so to speak.
Okay.
And that came quicker than I thought. I thought it will be 4 or 5 years in the future or something like that, maybe even 10. But things are
Really?
moving fast. Yeah. So we saw it quicker. So this is yeah. So I thought it would come, but I didn't think it would come this quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. So I think that there will be a huge revival, both games, video, yeah, TV shows, ever movies, and all sorts of things with the settings. They will come big, but we're not seeing that yet. But yeah.
So I'll take it a different turn because
Yeah.
the question was streaming, right? The question was streaming. So my biggest surprise was this going 3 years from here was making partner 3 years ago after 12 failed
Yeah.
submissions.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
you're talking about streaming prof, that's the one.
Yeah.
13th time, the charm was just nuts, you know. And a lot of you were not around at this point because it still is the what do you call it? It's still uh, COVID is still kind of around 2021, right?
Oh yeah.
But I
It
had a
took.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you here for this, Anna? The party? You weren't there, right? You didn't
Nope.
come in
Nope.
2021. So I had a
Nope. I wasn't
party.
there.
Yeah, I had a party in Philly at a
Mm-hmm.
bar, and this is the ICBM challenge against 9 people,
Yeah.
right? Just so
That was as PAX Unplugged, right?
that was a PAX Unplugged. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 3 years ago. That I had
Yeah.
made partner like 2 days
Yeah, I was there
before that.
4 years ago and
There's
5 years
Alex
ago.
hanging
Yeah.
hanging against the
Yeah.
wall at the
Yeah.
bar. Now this was at uh it used to be the Dickens Inn. It's at the Dark Horse now. It's on Second and um, Bainbridge. Second and Bainbridge or Second and yeah, it's right. Yeah, Stella Lunan was there. Yeah, we had a lot of people, and I had a lot of friends there too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, lots of people were there, and we just I bought the bar. This is one of the sidebars for to celebrate for delete that. Come on, Alex, I can't delete that picture.
You had fun there.
We had a
Yeah.
blast.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to tell you this, and it's a sad note, but the one girl that was there, she passed. She OD'd. So
Uh-oh.
this one, not the one in the white, the one in the black. She passed like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, she worked with my friend Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we also had we had a lot of great guests there. Another streamer. So that was 3 years ago. Never thought that would happen, but that led to the 3 year partner anniversary this year,
Yep.
which was fun. And Ed played in that too. We had a lot of great guests.
Yep.
You
By the
know,
way, Greg, I think Greyhawk has its moment now. I think we're living it right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that gets us now to other things. So, if we want to talk about publications,
I can just mention the other convention I went to,
Yeah, go for it.
Gamehole Con, which was
Oh yeah,
fantastic. It was so much fun. That was an awesome convention. I can really highly recommend Gamehole Con. The only little drawback was that the room we were running the game in was very, very noisy. That was my only little complaint, is that some of the game rooms are terrible for people who don't have a 20-year-old with super hearing. Otherwise, it was a fantastic convention. So many awesome people there, and that was, yeah. So that was a blast
I'm trying
this year.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm just bringing out some stuff here. Give me one sec here. So I do have some, but I'm going to need more
Yeah,
hard
History Professor, it
copies.
was awesome to meet you at Game
Yeah,
Hall.
I
That was
wish I could do
fantastic.
game
Yep.
hall. I got
Hmm.
a limit on getting away and vacation time and
Yeah.
all that
Yeah,
stuff.
and for me, that will not be an
Unfortunately,
every year convention. Depends if I work something for them, so I get invited and stuff. So then I'll come. Otherwise, it will probably be out of my league financially. Yeah.
so let's talk about some other things, some publications. So we
Yeah.
have plenty of
Hmm.
third-party great publications now. You know, that came out. If we're talking about like things that are not a surprise but are great, like here's Visions of Greyhawk Volume 3. So
Yep.
we've had 3 Visions of Greyhawk so far, right? Just
Yeah, the community has been more
yeah.
prolific in doing things, and that's the amazing thing. I think my maps and heraldry and stuff have been in a dozen Greyhawk things, and half a dozen things that are on DM's Guild, and then plus another half a dozen other fanzines and stuff like that. So that's been amazing. I'm so glad. So thank you for everybody who asked to have my stuff in there, and so it's awesome. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the Great Grimoire. There it
Yeah,
is.
Visions of
All right,
Greyhawk.
so here's
Yeah.
the I got articles in both of these, Great Grimoire 4, right, and then Visions of Greyhawk 3. Oh crap! There's the stupid parrots again. Visions of Greyhawk 3, right, and this one I have the article with Ed in it, and I'm going to be doing more of them with Ed. Um, yeah, so that's a lot of fun having being able to do that, and then other third party great stuff. We have the World of Greyhawk Gazetteer. And they're the ones we're giving away, and a lot of other stuff like Joe Block has put out stuff on.
Mhm.
Paul Luby and Stuart Kerrigan have put out stuff on DM's Guild. Um,
And there
so
is more coming, is all I'm going to say. There is way more
yeah,
coming. Yeah,
thanks, Sam.
yeah.
Um,
I'm involved in two that is in the making. So yeah.
oh, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I'm involved in one.
yeah.
I think. Yeah, we're involved in one.
And then there's a couple of others that are also in the making that will use my material that I'm aware of that they've asked, then I've given them
Oh, that's
permission.
awesome.
Yep. So
That's
there's,
great to hear.
yep.
That's
Hmm.
great to hear. And then thanks to a group, thanks to Troy,
Troy has been
Troy,
just
Lee,
been awesome, and
Norker,
Lee, Troy, and Norker have been
yeah,
blasting. They have
Anna's
been doing
cartography,
so much
all
stuff.
the
Yeah,
artwork. I got the Free City of Altamira teaser
yeah.
out as well this year.
But
So,
when it comes to new cartography, this has been a meager year until now. The end, it's been a
yeah.
huge glut, and there's a ton of stuff coming out at the end now. So yeah,
So a lot of publications. The other thing that I would say is the most surprising. Here, I'll just. Oh, thanks, Patrick, doing that for Sam. The other thing I'd say that is shockingly surprising is Anna and I, along with Les, and along with some other people in the community, um, where we're asking them to do special writings, get to do a publication with Luke Gygax.
yep.
So, and that was announced, and Luke announced it on his Luke's Lounge, and then came over to Legends and Lore a couple weeks ago, and we interrupted that discussion, the Tropics discussion, I think, and we talked about it right there. So we got Stephen Radney, McFarlane, and some other people doing stuff for it, and we're hoping that'll be out summer this year on DM's Guild, and it's a 3-part book. It's the first series will be on the Shieldlands and Horn Society, with an adventure in for levels 3 to 5, and just some great things. And I warned you all. I didn't. I warned our group. That the living Greyhawk Bandit Kingdom people, you know who I'm talking about, are like, oh, you should go back in time and talk about all the Bandit Kingdom people and where they are now at this point. I'm like, no, that hurts my head. That's giving me pain. That was in a group. I knew that was going to happen. But I'm like, no. I think we're going to mention one Bandit Kingdom person or semi Bandit Kingdom person because it's part of the storyline, and that's it. So we're staying away from for the most part. But yeah. All right. What did I miss, Anna?
Let's see here.
Lots of fun stuff.
Any new game groups, special game groups or adventure groups?
Yeah, the Bone Baddies were brand new this year. Mm-hmm. So the Bone Baddies came out, and I got Korg's playing a Necromancer. Tim's playing his Paladin. Coco is playing a Halfling fighter cleric. Kara is playing Specialty Priest of Sharis. Mm-hmm. Who I ported over from Forgotten Realms, which is the goddess of debauchery. That is awesome, right? And then Tessa's playing a fighter assassin who was going to be a bard, but then went a different direction. And the funny thing was he and Maya were a thing, and then the Maya character, and they went their separate ways. So that character disappeared. But I added Puff in, and we're gonna add. I may add a special guest in next time we play that. Did you do an honorable mention for the game or who have passed away? No, I have not, because I don't know who they all are, Patrick, and I would not want to. I don't have a list. So if I do that, I'm not dead on. I let Gary Con do that. You know, Gary Con does that every year. I just don't know. You know, I've never done that on this show, so I just don't know who. I don't want to miss someone or say someone's dead and or not. You know, so yeah. You know, if someone wants to mention someone in chat who passed. That's fine, but I don't have a list, and I don't think you have a list either, right? You know, it's tough.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's
unfortunately,
we're getting so old. We don't. We kind of. It's sad now. Yeah,
absolutely.
We start losing friends and stuff.
Yeah, and it's really sad. You know, when you start losing people, it is sad. You know, Jim Ward was the biggest one.
Yeah,
between Founders and Legends and Gary Con.
We heard that he was we found out. Not doing well during Founders and Legends, and then he passed away between. I think.
Yeah, it was a shame. Yeah, and then we sat down there at Gary Con with Andrew Scott Perry for hours. I wish I had recorded it. It's one of those moments, like the stories I heard there were just incredible. Just talked and talked and talked about some great things. You know, just stories. And he was one who verified that Gary meant for Barrier Peaks, the Expedition of Barrier Peaks, that piece of the ship is actually part of Starship Warden. That was what he said that Gary had mentioned. So there you go. Whether that can be verified by anyone else, I don't know if I can, but we heard it right from Andrew Scott Perry's mouth, which is enough for me. You know, so we hear some. People are still, Curtis. How many years till retirement? Curtis should retire now, but so that way he could come out to PAX. Yep. So, and Josh, thanks a lot for all my games being in the Chop House this year. Will make you proud. So, all right. What is up for 2025? Well, Con in 3 weeks. Fundraiser the month after that. Gary Con month after that. Right hip surgery 2 weeks after that. I don't know after that. I mean, a virtual ground con in October. Second hip surgery 3 to 4 months after the first one. So that'll be 3 major surgeries in a year. So I'm getting better every day from the first one. From the prostate cancer removal, I go back to urologist on Friday. I got my blood work back and all the tests, and it looks like I'm cancer. I show no signs. So let's hope.
That's wonderful.
Yes. So yeah, hope to be alive. Exactly. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, the one bad thing about this year was all. I mean, if you guys see me at 2 Gary Cons ago, Josh knows this. I'm hurt. My hips are hurting. The cortisone
Hmm.
shots were working and working, and now they just don't work. Hey, yes, good to see you. Awesome, awesome. Hope you're doing well, RJ.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of a scary thing, you know. Um, but it's one of those things that um, happens. You know, I'm 57, so I'll be 58 when GaryCon comes around. So, yeah, yeah. A good thing was they caught it early and they thought it was in early stages, but it wasn't. So after they removed it, they're like, "Oh my God, this is like bad." And we're so
Hmm.
glad we didn't delay. Like we asked you to. We said, "Oh, you should delay 6 months." I'm like, "No." So I'm glad I didn't. They said, "Get your hips done first." So if I got, yeah, I could have got my hips done first and had cancer spread throughout my body. So yeah, shipeth. I'm telling you, it's I can sit here and just say that I'm happy to be alive and I'm happy to have you all as my friends and have this community
Yep.
going so well. So, what do we need to do in 2025 as a community? We need to be open and yeah, yeah, they got it all out, Jeremy. Full. So that's so far so good. We need to all welcome new people in. We need to actively look for more people in to join the community. We need
Hmm.
for people to we could use some more streamers,
Yep.
right? Like
Hmm.
Marquee, right? Like Stronghold. And I'm not talking about big streamers. I'm talking
But
about small streamers make up a huge amount of our
yeah.
community, right? We could use them.
I also think we can use some more librarian and stuff, someone who can keep track of everything that is done in the Greyhawk community and have like a Greyhawk news service or run a bit what Ian World is doing for the whole stuff. I knew we've had it, but be more like others. Yeah, someone who can keep track of everything. We try, but it's hard at times. It will be really cool to have someone who can be dedicated at keeping track of everything that happens
It's
and
really
stuff
hard,
like that.
isn't it?
It is hard, but that's a good problem to have. But I
Yeah,
think there is open room for more bloggers, more people that kind of reminiscence and look at things and stuff like that. So there's definitely room, and there are some people that are doing it. So, but I think yeah, hmm non-canon Greyhawk wiki, yep. So that will be that's something that I would find very useful to have more of that, so to speak. So that's the Greyhawk OnlyFans.
yeah. They're
Yes.
not. So
Yep.
I'll say this and then I'll shut up. That non-canon Greyhawk wiki is going to receive a lot of anger from the canon Greyhawk wiki people.
Well, exactly. That's the thing. That's the problem, and
Zip.
that's the another issue. And I think it's good that we are aware of it. As the community grows, there will be more and more overlap. Meaning, you have
Yep.
more than one
Hey,
fanzine.
Blue
There will
Jay.
be more than one cartographer. There will be more than whatever. So that means that there will be overlap, and I don't see anything wrong with that, but
That's
that means that
long
we have
shout
to
out.
share our turfs and be
Red shout
aware
out.
of it. And so that's the so if we can just stay as open-minded to each other as we should be to newcomers coming in, we can have a blast and we can all benefit. But it's hard. Sometimes there will be people will step on what someone else might consider
Yeah.
his or her turf or something like that. So we just have to avoid the pitfalls, and that way we can all thrive,
Like
so to speak.
Sam, but no one agrees with you on anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. But it's so
I'm just kidding.
it's hard. Yeah, and I'm saying it because
It's all of
it's
ours.
directed to myself as much as to everybody else. So probably more directed to
Ah,
myself. So I make sure that I'm open-minded too. So yep,
nice Warriors reference there, Tino. That was
yep,
good. It's
yep,
all of ours. Our little
yep. And that's the other new experience, meaning a lot of us have been, it's 20 years ago since there were any, or 25 years ago since there was any official Greyhawk published, if you don't count Ghost of Saltmarsh. That was a rehash of the old. That's the only thing we've got in 25 years, almost 25 years. And then this year comes like, boom, we got an explosion of new stuff to start to, well, comparatively. There's still much less than to other settings, but we compared to what we've been, meaning we got more in 1 year than we got in the last 25 years. And that means that official content. And that is a new thing that we have to learn to live with. And
Yeah.
it's and that is something, and it's a good thing to have, because that means that we get new cool stuff to riff off and be inspired by. And it also means that a lot of new people are coming into the community. So I see it as good, even if like, but that's been the same way with almost all the content, is that I cherry pick. I don't run with everything. And
Same here.
I haven't done statistics to see if there is less and less that I'm run with, but on the other hand, the new products are not for me and for Jay and others, meaning we have been around the cycle 3, 4 times now. So meaning we have things from, some of us have from the folio through the ashes, 83 box set from the ashes, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the whole setting 3 or 4 times over. It's like the editions, meaning when you have 4 editions of Player's Handbook, you might not be that interested in the fifth. So this is the case, meaning we have the Greyhawk history rehearsed and redone and rehashed 4 or 5 times over, and then we've done another one ourselves. But on the other hand, that doesn't mean that it's not a good thing when there is a new version coming out.
Okay, well.
And yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of us answered Will on that too.
Yep.
I answered. I used a couple adventures. So Rob, you want to get on if you haven't hopped on there? Yeah, it's on the Greyhawk Adventures group. It's a good one.
Oh,
Will.
thank you,
Absolutely.
Crafty DM.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Anna, like I said, the great thing about our discussion is Anna and I don't agree all the time on stuff, and that's good to
Which
hear
is
different
good.
perspectives.
Yes,
You
and
know?
that's one of
Yep.
the beauties in this, is that you
Absolutely.
can get more than one view. Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. So, yeah, and note that the normal, I'm trying to get, probably not going to happen, unfortunately. I was trying to get a city state game with Tim over the
Yeah.
holidays because his daughter's home, but he just can't. He's got too many guests at his house, like people coming in
Yeah.
and out that he didn't realize were coming. So it's just not working out, unfortunately. So that may have to wait till the summer, unfortunately, which
Yeah.
I hate to do that, but we may have to do that for a city state. But I'm going to continue another trend I did on the channel was having guest DMs, like Will DM'd on it once, Bones
Yeah.
DM'd, Curtis did a Champions game. We're going to continue to do that on the
Hmm.
channel.
Yeah. And one
So
thing I want to see more, and we need to advertise for it, is that I want to hear more people's personal Greyhawk campaigns.
yep,
Meaning we've had several people. We've had 3, 4 people coming in talking about their version of Greyhawk, and I want to hear more, because there's so many great Greyhawk campaigns run by people who watch this show and so on. And that will be so cool for them to come in, and we maybe can have like, instead of you having to be on here being interrogated for 2 hours, we might have you on for 1 hour, and then we have someone else for another hour or some other topic,
yeah,
so to speak. But it will be awesome to hear more visions and versions of Greyhawk, and that will be an awesome, if we can show, if we can have that a couple of shows like every 6 months or quarterly or something like that, will be awesome. Yeah.
yeah. Curtis, just note, may have to be a weird night because, like a Friday night, maybe even because of Paige. Paige throws a wrench into everything here that third week in January. The entire
Yeah.
weekend's gone for me on that. So yeah.
Yeah, and will we do, yeah, we will not have that many official streams, or you will not have from page, or you will
So it's
stream
too
some
loud.
seminars?
It's
Yeah.
So my best bet of a game to stream is Thursday night.
Yeah.
Now, Ron wants me to interview people and record it or live stream it. I'm like, okay, are you gonna give me any detail? Like, what do you want me to do? Where am I setting up? Who am I bringing in? Do we have a schedule? Like, I mean, there's nothing. So it's like I can't just wander me around and pull. Hey, Frank, come here, Frank Menser. You got to give me a half hour of your time. It just doesn't work that way. So it's like, we'll see. I'll do my best. I'll do my best on that. With them. So, but I'll just give you canon only exists in books. Once you sit down to play, it becomes an alternate universe unique to that table. Well, Grognardian, yeah, it does. But if you don't honor the published source of canon at all, that's where you won't have viewers, right? So if I were to go and say, and this is why some stuff, and we all know what drives me nuts, and it's going to be undone by our own works coming up. Like the Thrommel thing drives me crazy, because when canon contradicts itself, and that happens almost every Star Wars book that gets written, right, by different authors.
It's almost impossible when you have so many writers doing so many products over decades.
Right. But when the original canon and original published source, another one that drives me nuts, and I know, she can be a what's the word, chameleon, is the character chasing deities thing. That's another one that drives me crazy. And Joe Block, too, as we had a discussion. So Stephen Ratty McFarlane must be doing research, and he put out a post today, and it was either today or yesterday, and he asked, is the elemental god Tharisden your thoughts? And I'm like, N-O. No. Mm-hmm. And then I put down, well, a lot of these people on this chat are like, oh yeah, it is. It's like a bit of him and all this stuff. Like, what the hell? And then Joe Block, I linked Joe, and Joe gets on and goes, here's a quote from Gary Gygax in Earth Journal 5 or Earth Journal 12, whatever number it was, stating they are not the same and why. And that was the end of that discussion. I was like, I knew Joe had it, because I knew Joe hated that too. So like, we have to. That's cool. Oh, Stargate, that would be pretty neat. I just don't have the time. So, anyway, the community, you can help. Word of mouth, get people out there. And I'm not talking about just my stream. I'm talking about all the things going on in the community. We really, in order to, especially for the fundraiser, in order to surpass $26,200, we need everyone's support. Because we do have some big donators, but every small donator counts. Yeah. Tharisden may make a better threat, but that's not what was intended by Gary. So this is where Jason Zavoda, if Jason was alive, he'd say, if it's not Gary, and there's a lot of people like this. Now, I'm not this way, but if it's not Gary, it doesn't count. But Jason was always a Gary purist. So was Len Lakofka. Jim Ward was too. And they're like, this is what was meant.
Jason Zavoda was also a Gary.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was talking about. Jason Zavoda. Gary, pure Gary. No, Fritz isn't a villain. He's an anti-hero. Patrick Curtis is playing him to a T in Adventures, but it's okay. Tharisden is Rob Kuntz's baby, right? So if you want good Tharisden writings, you go to Dark Druids and you go to Rob Kuntz's 3-Line Studios site, and he's got great stuff on
that's
Tharisden.
Where we have the official lore or official or from the source lore, so to speak, because Dark Druid is not official Greyhawk, but it's from Rob Kuntz, so it's
exactly.
It's
Yeah, and what Alex is talking about is it was either the third time or the fourth time Rob's on. He talks about Zugdemoy kidnapped Robilar for a weekend of craziness on her plane, and no one had heard that story.
Now we have a little fungoid.
No one had heard that story.
Robilar offspring,
and we're like,
here.
What the hell?
Some Robilar cambions. That will be a cool cambion type to stat out.
And I was like, holy shit, Rob. And he's like, well, it was only Gary and me playing. I'm like, this is a story. Have you told anyone this? He's like, no, he never told anyone else's story.
But it's so awesome that we now know that it happened. Now we can write it into our own Greyhawk games, which is awesome. Yeah,
but I said,
banging weekend, like yes.
Old DM. I said this about, they make Zugdway hotter and hotter every time they do a model over.
Well, when we saw the Wizard of the Coast, that model they
Yeah,
did, that sculpture they did on Sukhmoy, I can understand Robilar a lot more than compared to the old ones.
yeah. Oh my
And
gosh.
also, when you read the Gord books, you can understand because then she's
Yeah,
not depicted as a freak. She's as a freakish, but she's also depicted as
that's
cool
funny,
looking and
Alex.
all that, so to speak. She
Fungal
had
cream.
Deborah's form. Yeah. Hmm.
What a great. That was just
Yeah.
such a. That was such a. I think you're in, Greg, but I'll check. That was such
Yeah.
a great one, and we've learned so many tidbits on this
50
channel.
Shades of Zuchtmoy. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, 50 Shades of something.
Yeah, that's
So
all. Yeah, 50 Shades of Z. Yeah.
we've found out where Monty Hall came from.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know, just unbelievable stuff that um,
And we now know where the Ouija comes from.
Ouija. We also found out
Yeah,
that
Aquaman and stuff. Yeah.
Len Lakofka wrote Nistel's Magic Aura. That was his
Yes.
spell
Yep.
too.
Hmm.
Lots of things we've learned on the channel. Something not right about that. There's a lot not right about that, Gary, but it was hysterical when he did, because we're like, what the hell? So it was a first time. It was a first. So
Yep.
I just be welcoming. I am so I found like a new threads. I've been on threads a lot because there's so many people I've never seen before because they never were on Twitter. I don't fit in on threads, but then again, a lot of people think they don't fit in on Twitter now. It's
You don't.
okay.
We don't fit in anywhere on social media.
Yeah,
I don't think I fit in anywhere on social media anymore. So
yeah, it's okay because if you log in and out,
maybe
you're still in there.
I do on dice. Hang on a second. Dice camp. It's the hang on a second here.
Yeah, that one I don't know.
Oh, it's the federated one. Now I need to hang on a second. Get you here. Yeah,
The mushroom bubble. So
Mastodon.
what? Oh,
Mastodon, I
Mastodon.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
Mastodon is
bouncing
probably the
around
one.
too much. I mean, Threads is linked to Instagram, and I'm very big. I do a lot on Instagram, so I figured I'd just go there. But I
Yeah,
met some people on there. One of them, she's coming to GaryCon now, which is great, and she knows Todd
yeah,
Stashwick, so it's good. And now she's coming
yeah.
to
I'm on
GaryCon.
Blue Sky and Mastodon and
So
Facebook, so I need to I need to start getting active again. I will. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
so reach out to people, talk to people.
Yeah.
It's just having having the nice attitude and just answering questions.
Yeah.
I always try and answer when I can. I'm spread so thin. Facebook, it's tough to do, but I'll try and answer when I'm able to. And just look out, and let's just keep it rolling for 2025. So the beginning of the year is going to be strong. 2 cons, 1 fundraiser, probably a lot of other things going on. Rob, it is that way. If I there, so I've heard 500 divorce stories on Threads so far, and it's frustrating, right? But there's ways to weed that out. So, John, I just don't have with my. I'd love to. It's hard for me to do now. My mobility is so bad getting down 2 flights of stairs into the basement where I have to set up down there, where I have all my stuff, and just with me working a full-time job and all the other stuff. I was doing that in between jobs, so it's tough. I should do more shorts. Shorts, they were very popular, and I just run out of time. Plus, my priority now is the Luke publication. I have to get my writing done. Deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. I have to do that. Plus, I owe an article for Greg Gilmore. I have to get that done too. So, but we'll try.
Hmm.
Alrighty, promise. So, any last questions before we do some shout outs?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that one of the new things that I'm going to do that I promised to do that I haven't done much in forever, I will run streams on uh, that I've done streams, but I will do organized streams that will be tutorials. So
Oh,
I will
great.
basically, yeah, tutorials. I will start out with a series that I will go over QGIS, how to do that in my Greyhawk maps. So you can take and they will come later in the spring when because I will release new geo packages that are updated with all the changes I've done here. I have one out testing, so those who are hyper interested can get their hands dirty and start figuring out how it works. So once I have done these digital maps done properly, I will put up a geo package with all that stuff. And then I will run in a couple of months, I will run probably more like closer to GaryCon. I will run some streams that I will organize and put up and say, now I'm going to run this as a tutorial for like 2 hours and go over one aspect of it. And then I will save that to YouTube, so it will be there and you can come on and ask questions. Another one that I want to do for my patrons, I want to do um, uh, Discord hangouts more often too, where you can come in and talk to me and ask questions and stuff. So I'll schedule them like once a week or once a month, or we'll see how often. And I will run them too. So if you have questions and stuff, you can come in and we can have like workshops. So I will run like workshops there, maybe monthly, maybe or every 2 weeks or something like that, or schedule them. So that's something I want to do those two, so to speak. Twitch
I'll link your
for
Discord.
public, yeah. So that, yeah. So yeah, my
I don't know if
Discord.
it's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang on a
that's our
second.
Patreon. You can link your Discord.
Yeah, but I
That's our
can
Patreon.
send out my Discord. I can do an invitation here. Hang on a second here. There we go. Invite people.
RJ, you may be part of mine. There's my Virtual GrowCon Discord there, and
There's an invite to
and there's Cannon Fire's Discord too.
yeah.
So plenty of Discords. Awesome. Hey, Sparky. So
And also, if you sign up to my Patreon then you will also not if you sign up the free tier, but if you sign up any other paid tiers, if you have Discord tied into Patreon, you will automatically be a member, and you will get you will end up in the Patreon group too. So I will see that you are one of my supporters on Patreon. So yeah, I'm going to get done. But this year I've done so much basic getting to yep, awesome. Yep, that's good. Welcome. Yep. So I've done so much kind of basic teaching myself stuff, and that's doesn't do for good streaming. But now I'm starting to get up to, yeah, that's sad. Carter died, but on the other hand, he had a long, good life. So yeah.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, 100. So yeah. So now I'm getting to know QGIS well enough that I can start teaching others how to use it, and because I'm actually delivering stuff. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep.
Why is it's weird? I hear my garage door
you have
opening. His garage door's opening, so.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. So, so Anna, you're live on Friday?
Yes, I'm sorry. Unless there's my neighbor had a medical emergency and he was rushed to hospital, and we have his spare key, so they have to keep him overnight. So he wanted some stuff from home, so I had to get it from his house and drive over there. And that's something that happens occasionally when you live in a 55 plus community. You have a lot of elder neighbors that are old, so to speak. So he had to be going to hospital, and and then they wanted to keep him for a few days, so for observation. So I think he's going to make it no biggie, but he's like 90 or something like that, 91 I think, and so on. So I had to drop that was 20 minutes before I was supposed to go on air, so to speak. So I just had to drop it and run into his house and pick up some stuff for him and drive to the hospital. So that's why that was a last minute change there. So, but that has happened twice in 5 years or 6 or 10 years. So it's not that often. So yep. So that's the idea. So I'm going to stream on Friday, and we'll see. It will probably be GIS maps, but it might be World Machines setting things up for various maps that way. That because now it's time to get back into World Machine again, big time. Yep.
My guess is she can't close it. It keeps it going up and down. All right, so let me finish this up here.
Yep.
So no Legends of Lore this week because I can't have it New Year's Eve, and I can't have it New Year's Day. Right? It just doesn't work.
Yep.
We're gonna have a game Thursday night, probably with mostly with my guys Thursday. So we'll have a game Thursday, and that'll be the first stream of the new year. And then we're going to have Saturday morning at 9. Now, we had over 100 people watching this last time. Nuclear Meat to save Happy Springs. Back to Happy Springs, that's on the map, right? That's to the west in the county of Ulick, a halfling community. Nuclear Meat. So we got Coco, Timothy, Rachel, Mark from Marquis, and Korg in that. So, and if you watched last time a couple weeks ago when we had them just a week ago Saturday, yes, Mark's character Solace, his bounty hunter mage, cast a spell, knocked down an entire platform, which had the portal on it, killed the dark elf priestess of Loth, but killed killed the NPC in the group too, under a whole bunch of rock and stone. So that was fun. It was a good time. I had a blast. It was a fun adventure. So they're all back this Saturday at 9 a.m. It's at 6 a.m. for you, Curtis. So usually come on later. And then I'm trying to get together a DM's roundtable for next Sunday. If it doesn't come together,
a good one. Yep.
Thanks. If it doesn't come together, we'll have another topic. So we'll see. All right.
Yep.
So we shall
see.
We
haven't had a DM's roundtable in a while.
It's been a little bit, yeah.
And it's a good way to start the New Year's with some, Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see if that happens, and that'll be I'm shooting for that for next Sunday. If not, we'll have a Greyhawk discussion of some sort for Gabbin next week. Oh yeah, we already talked. Oh yes.
Sam. Oh yeah, and I will be too. So
Sam, I am running 6 events. One's a Tower of Gygax as well. You going this year? Here's all my. Just do the search if you want to find this. Just go J space Scott under search. They're all under that. All my RPGs are in the Grand Geneva Chop House behind the glass. Ed Greenwin's in one game, Eric Mona's in another. It's just going to be awesome. 2 seminars as well.
Yep. And I have a couple of seminars. I run a 6-hour game and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got some great stuff going on.
Yeah.
For that. Plenty. So, it'll be a blast. So, there you go.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And 1/3 of the chat. Yep. Yeah, we have a good community presence at GaryCon the last few years.
Yeah, we had over 50.
Bigger every year. Yeah, it's gotten bigger every year. Yeah.
If it's your first time there, you might want to just take it in. If you have a silver badge, I'll be bluntly honest, Sam. To get one of my games, you have to be on the second silver badges go live because they will sell it in 30 seconds. I'm just being bluntly honest.
But the seminars and stuff.
Won't. The Ed seminar will be sold out quick.
Exactly. There are some top seminars that are sold out, but the other ones are probably you can get in on a bunch of cool seminars on a silver badge. The top games tough, but on the other hand, there's a lot of other cool games being run too that are ad hoc games and stuff too. So
right. It's on their site. Josh can link it to you. It's on the site. It's the last, it's after gold, platinum, diamond. So but they reserve seats for it. But normally I'll have 2 seats in the Thursday game at least, and 1 seat in each of the Friday and Saturday games open. And so I had 21 people on the wait list for the egg game last year. Just
I think there's like 20% of the badges go of the seats go to the top ones, etc. So the problem is that they're way more silver than they are diamonds.
Right.
And the ones
so it's
at
a
the top,
madhouse. You have to be on right at noon, and that's noon central when it goes live, and you need to be right on it. So that's okay, Chris. All good. So so that's what's going on. I will keep you posted on. Seminars are cool. I mean, it's your first time.
That's what I do usually. I don't play many games. I run one game, and I run 2 games. I run Tower Gygax once, and then I run my own game.
Tower Gygax is the best way to get in. That's easy to get in on those.
Oh yeah, and it's fun too. So yeah.
Yeah, Bill Master Craft is going for the first time, and he hasn't signed up. Well, he hasn't. He's helping Jeremy run a seminar, but that's
and there's a lot of awesome seminars that are not that well known in that sense that are fantastic. So really good seminars run by awesome people that are not even filled that you can just walk into. Yeah.
Oh no,
They're online as well. Yeah.
I don't know how many there are now. You can.
That's true. They might
There may
change
be a
that.
lot less this year. Something.
Yeah.
You got to
But
check.
then they might run
They may have
another
some.
online only convention, so to speak. And
Yeah.
I will run a bunch of online games this year. Play tests and stuff will start in January. I plan to have a couple before a page, at least 2. So I have to. The dates will come in a couple of days. I will have at least a couple of play tests. So I have a couple of rule changes, and I want to get up to speed running it again. So yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Yep.
Giveaway time. Last call exclamation point drawing to get in. 2 giveaways. You will get this new World of Greyhawk Gazetteer revised and your choice of one other book that I have. I have a whole bunch back here. So, and I will send them out.
They look good in print. That's the first time I think
Yeah,
I've seen them
and
in
these
print.
are done on Lulu. So these aren't done. These weren't done on DM's Guild. Doc did these
Gotcha.
on Lulu ahead of time, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, but very cool. All right, here we go. I'm going to close it out and let's see who wins.
Alvados, check on DM's Guild. They can tell you when you log in and you give your address. They can tell you if it's available in print or and if so, how much it will cost you in shipping and stuff. So
I think that the only one out of the Greyhawk ones that's available now is this one.
Because I know that DM guilds have printer. They do print in Europe, and I think they also do print in Australia and over. So they have some overseas areas where they do prints as well. So but log in and give your address
Mark.
and the site should be able to tell you if it's
Mark, do you want an adventure or do you want a what do you call it, a compilation book like something like the Marklands, or I have the Guide to Hell, I have Van Richten's Guide to Werebeasts, I have Treasures of Greyhawk. Let me know. So because you get that in addition, you get 2 of them. So yep. Will, are you going this year?
Oh, thank you, Will. Yep.
I haven't heard much from you. Will, are you going this year? All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly, to Gary Con. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, to Gary Con this year. I'm hoping you are.
We hope. Yep. Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
I will, starting this week, I'm going to start logging in 1, 2, 3, or 4 sessions for the Wednesday night talk show. I'll start working people through. Okay. Remember, there will be special people like Todd if he shows up. If he's coming, or Ed, or whatever, that I could they come when they come, but I'll try and get, all the regular people in the community logged in at certain times. Okay. I'll try and make it work. All right. Second winner. And then we're going to rate this darling. Boom, 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 boom. Travis C 77.
Congratulations.
Travis C. Let me just make sure you are in chat.
I think I've seen Travis.
I do see Travis C 77 in chat.
Yeah, I think I've seen him chat earlier on here. So
All right, as long as he's in there.
If I remember
Travis C
correctly.
77. Yep. All right, Travis.
Awesome.
You are here. Let me just make sure I have your address. Let me just check that real quick. I don't think I do. Travis, give me your full name and address and put it into Whisper, please, where I put your Troller Game Store code in last time. And I'm going to send you, if you don't care, the Treasures of Greyhawk, if you don't have it, because it's awesome. And it has like 10 adventures in it. All right? If there's something else you want instead of that, let me know. Alrighty? So, and I'll get them both out tomorrow. All right? So, Anna, thank you for a great year in review 2024. Thank you, community. Without you, I couldn't do this. We could not do this.
And thank you, Jay. We couldn't do it without you. Yep.
Just note, I am rocking and rolling. I'm doing my best health-wise. I'll keep you all posted. I won't hide anything. But you may be, if you're gonna be, you see me at Gary Con, you see me at Page, you're gonna be shocked. I am hobbling pretty bad on it with a cane. All right, just note, it's just the arthritis is really bad. It's progressed, so I gotta get both of them replaced, and that's not gonna happen until starting April. All right, so just so you're aware.
You will be good. Next page, you will be running.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A scooter. No, I don't need a scooter because I'll kill someone in a scooter. Really, I'm gonna run someone over. It's not like Jim Ward was a scooter with he was like the Pied Piper. I don't want that.
Oh, he was. He was lethal with that little thing.
I got Bill and Mr. Crafter.
Jeremy's
going to be there. Some other people are going to be there to help me out. And at Page, my son will be there Friday and Saturday. I may just need some help for Thursday. So.
Yep.
All right. So see you all probably Thursday night next in 2025. So if we don't talk to you, everyone have a happy New Year, and
Yeah,
we'll
Happy New
see
Year,
you
Gwen.
soon. Awesome.
Yeah.
Travis, thank you. Gotcha, and it'll go out tomorrow. Appreciate it. Setting the rate up. Happy New Year to everyone.
Yep. Happy New Year.
Alrighty. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Holy jeez. It's like my brain just went like, what am I supposed to do? There we go. What's my 41 month sub anniversary there? Awesome. Good. Close. Look at that. Almost to 100. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you in 2025. Very cool.